So you think.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Katie to be really mad at me when she sees Pix's new race class sheet because I showed it to people who've been playing D&D way longer than us, and he's basically like, "This is hella unbalanced."
Oh.
Well, we didn't know what we were making either, so
Well,
I mean, we were kind of shooting in the dark.
I told him, I said, when we made this, none of us had played very long, and we didn't know what would be an aspect that balances out the cons and what would be something crazy. And he's like, okay, so if it's crazy, here's how you balance it. So you'll be getting a much more balanced sheet as soon as I finish typing it, because I showed Brian the draft that I did, and then I sent that draft to my other DM now, and he's basically just like, this is crazy.
Yeah, and the only comparison I can make is like, well, it's better than the last one.
Yeah, and I showed him the first one, and he just went, burn this immediately.
So, what in particular was highlighted as unbalanced?
His main thing was the invisibility not having a limit.
Yeah. That really.
He wanted
so tiny.
He wanted me to make the invisibility once per long rest. I didn't make it that limited. I made I made it the number of whatever your level is per rest. So if you're level 6, you can do it 6 times a day. And it lasts an hour.
Okay.
Or until you drop it.
Sure. Makes sense.
But it's still concentration.
So for an hour, she can turn it on and off.
Yes.
All right.
No, that's fine by me.
Blink, 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 blink.
Yeah, because we were using it as a character feature.
I don't know. I don't know if you can turn it on and off during the hour. I'll have to look at what the actual wording of the spell is.
Yeah, I don't think you can turn it on and off. It's either on or it's not.
Yeah.
See, that's what I was wondering, is if invisibility was still going to be a character trait or just a spell, since before it was a character trait.
Well, it'll still be a trait.
Character trait because you're not using a spell slot to use it.
Okay.
Yep.
So it's still innate casting ability. It's just limiting it to not constant.
Yep. But we can talk about this on break.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because right now, I love how I hit start and then you guys start getting on tangents. Like, God damn it.
Just technical discussion.
You need to tell us that you're starting and then wait 15 minutes to start. No, listen to the rest of my sentence. Tell us that you're starting and then wait 20 minutes to actually start.
Okay.
I'm starting.
That makes sense.
I'm starting. Wait for it.
I forget we're going by the same rules as like when you're waiting for women to get ready to go out. Like, I'll be ready in 5 minutes.
I mean, look at the group you're playing with, Brian.
Exactly.
Brian,
when
honey,
you go to hit that button, just mute us all real quick before.
Yeah, I'll just start the intro before you guys even join.
Deliver pros.
So that way, as soon as you guys join, I'll go, okay, so what do you do? And you guys have no idea what
I will bet money the answer would be burn it.
Well, it's raining too hard. Sorry. Everything's soaked.
Oh my God.
I do have
a damn good try
and a flask of oil.
You do.
Yeah, but there's also some weird farmer who he's got one of those big blowers and he's just blowing asbestos all over the walls. God, you just can't start a fire in this town for some reason.
Made out of asbestos bricks.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just look at it and you feel everything start to crystallize.
Everybody's real into those decorative wall fountains, so every wall just has this fountain of cascading water down it. You know,
just misting everywhere.
Is this a toad or a whole town made of mold?
You're underwater. Okay. All right.
Give it a shot, brother man.
Yes. So you guys left off in a spooky haunted mansion after killing the ghost of Mercy Wint, Gideon's younger sister, the first child to be abducted 30 years ago. Jenna's favorite phrase. Mm-hmm. You guys had arrived in town. The bridge had washed out behind you, effectively stranding you on this island.
Island paradise.
Well, island of religious fanatics.
Misfit toys.
Yeah, misfit toys.
Yes, and you ran into the first family, which Zella, the tiefling sorceress, terrified by lighting their lantern on fire. Upon entering the town, you guys had basically learned that like shit is going down. It's raining constantly, crops are dying, animals are starving, and children are going missing. So far, 2 children have vanished from the town.
Including the one that they killed the ghost of?
No, that was 30 years ago.
So these will be numbers 2 and 3.
Yeah, if you want to make Jenna really happy, go ask a townsfolk about.
Wait, you don't have to. I'll do a townsfolk impression. It was 30 years ago today, 9 days before the apex of the full harvest moon. The moon turned red, and the minister, what's-his-face, said, "It's cool," but it was not cool.
Then he was dead.
The blight came, and the cold wind and rain made everything terrible. I'm literally reading you my notes.
Oh, yeah.
When the rain stopped at night, a dense red fog came, and the rain washed out the bridges, and there was no escape. And the townsfolk went to church to pray and found the preacher guy who said it was cool dead. There were no marks on his person, but his face was frozen in terror.
She's a witch killer.
He was frozen in
She knows too much.
I know too
He
much.
was so
Literally
scared.
every townsperson has told us the story.
Yep. Yeah, you guys met Gideon, the owner of the Saints Rest Inn, who is Mercy Went's brother who survived the first days of Blight.
Yeah.
And then what led you here was Aldo Barth had seen the ghost, came in crying, just blubbering like a little bitch, and you guys set off to see what you could find in the mansion. You defeated her.
More demon dogs.
You fought a demon dog middle of town. That was a good time. And then, you were talking to the ghosts of dead children inside the mansion who told you basically, the witches had abducted them and you've got until midnight on the last day to save the children that are being abducted now.
And I had a bad day. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, pretty much. So, you were in the mansion. And that's where you're going to start. What do? Do you guys want to further explore the mansion now that you've dispelled the ghost of Mercy Went?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Are the other ghosts still here, just hanging out, being cool?
Yeah, I mean, we left off like right after your conversation. So, I mean, technically, they're there, but I think you've pretty much talked them to undeath.
Is that one hiding in his closet again?
Yeah, he's always in the closet, that kid.
And then one of the ghosts had left the house and was at his parents' or his brother's house or something like that.
Yeah, his family home, I believe. He and you had found out that Agnes, the woman that was hung from the big tree, had been living in that house, and people immediately targeted her because she was telling people she was talking to the ghost of Elijah Haley.
Yeah, that Elias is in Helden House.
Yep.
So
We're currently in Gideon's Manor with the other ghosts.
Yes, you're in the old Went Manor. And you guys basically know the layout. You just haven't been in all of the rooms, so you're currently still in Mercy's bedroom.
Yep, Zuli's just going to start skipping down the hall and start looking into rooms, see if she can find anything shiny.
I'm going to go
Get out of the kid's bedroom, you creeps.
I'm going to head towards the master bedroom.
The master bedroom. Okay. Well, let me
Shit.
find it.
Yeah, I'm good. I can't steal.
No, you can't. I, on the other hand, am chaotic neutral, and I can hop and skip and be lovely all I want and take whatever the hell I want.
Yeah, did we loot this room we're in?
I don't think you looted it. You started talking to the ghosts, and then you just like hung out. So.
Yeah, I would totally loot this place.
All right. Well, while you're here, go ahead and give me a perception check.
I'm going to do that too. I'm not necessarily looking for things that are worth money, just stuff that's interesting.
Yeah.
1. That bodes well.
Yep. I'm gonna skip out the hall and go to the other side. Go to the other bedrooms.
Okay, so
+4 to perception, so that's a non-natural 20 for mine.
all right, yeah, you don't find anything really valuable. It's just like a kid's room. There's old toys. Everything's covered in dust and cobwebs. There's
Any
not.
cool toys? Like any like little wooden animals you pull on a string behind you?
Yeah, you find like a little wooden horse that was carved. Like
I'm taking that.
yeah, it looks like it was done very well. It's made out of just some cheap wood. Like somebody had whittled it on the front porch once upon a time, probably 30 years ago.
Motherfucker.
The date's carved into the bottom, but it just says 30 years ago.
Carved
It just says
30
years ago.
And I'm just, I'm going to go skipping out of the room and I'm just going to be like, la, 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 la. And I'm going to skip my way over to the other room on the other side.
Why are you with Smurf now?
No, keep going.
This one?
The big, on the other side of the staircase.
Okay, because you guys would have to go through like all this shit. So
yeah, I'm just skipping through the hallways, through all the rooms. Just
you don't want to go to the room right next to the room you're in?
Nope.
I do.
That's the one that was destroyed, right, Brian?
Yeah, it's just like trashed.
Yeah,
I'll go with
all the rooms.
Okay, so we'll start there while I'm sure you two are gonna go try to get to this bit.
My character's never really had stuff before, so she's just picking up whatever. Like she doesn't even care if it's worth things.
I'm a street urchin, so you know.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. So things that don't interest me, I'm not gonna touch them.
Okay,
so in other words, me and Zella are gonna get back to the inn and be like, "Look at all this shit I found." And it's just gonna be like broken pieces of glass and toys.
Zillie's just gonna be like, "That's really shiny."
37 marbles.
So basically, we're the picks in this game.
Yeah, so
because
the
Pix
two
steals valuable things. Pix is very expensive taste.
Pix is very greedy.
Yeah, so the two of you, Zella and Lily, go ahead and give me a perception check for this room here.
I'm not using that same dice.
Dice jail.
I'm not doing good today.
14 plus 4 is 18.
10.
All right, so Zella, you're just kind of blown away by the fact that like this room is just trashed. But Lily, you're looking around and you get the idea that like this must have been Gideon's room when he was a boy, because you can see like boy stuff everywhere. Just like there's a fake little
Ew.
He's got a booger collection proudly displayed.
Gross.
Like a fake sword and shield, and
Ooh, I want to take that fake sword.
Yeah, it's just like an old wooden sword carved about 30 years ago. The same wood as the horse. It's crazy. Somebody liked whittling. But basically, like everything is just in ruins. Like the wardrobe is smashed, chairs are smashed. Like it looks like maybe Mercy just went buck wild in here at some point. Like maybe she just really hates Gideon.
This place is very messy.
Somebody was banned.
You're gonna go back to Gideon and be like, "You need to clean your room, young man."
I hold up this shield to Zella. Would you like a toy shield?
No, thank you.
Okay, fine.
But Shadows might like it. And I go and I like put it in the darkness. I'm like, have fun.
Okay, that is weird.
So, Caden and Zuli, you guys go to this big room over here. Go ahead and roll me some perceptions.
La 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 la. Natural 20.
19.
Damn.
My very first roll of the night.
So
that dice is staying.
This room is. This is like one of the a really nicely furnished room. It's got like a massive 4-poster bed, heavy curtains that are drawn between the windows on the north wall. There's nightstands on either side of the bed, just covered in dust. Some empty wardrobes on the south wall, and some like leather padded chairs sit in front of a nice cozy fireplace. And there's also a 6-foot mirror on the side of the room, kind of hidden behind these like wooden paneled room dividers in the southwest corner.
I'm gonna go wipe off the mirror and make sure that the braids in my hair are still nice.
Yeah, it's really dusty. Like it's just kind of grimy cobwebs, all
I'm
that.
just gonna take like part of my cloak and just be like.
Yeah, but you really don't find anything of value. It seems that like whenever the family moved out of here, they took kind of a lot with them. You do see like a big
boy horse.
You do see like the door to a big walk-in closet over to the west.
Ooh, I wonder what's in the closet. Can I look?
I'll go
It's
check
probably
it
just
out.
that little ghost boy.
Yeah, okay. Well, he likes the downstairs closet.
Oh my God! It's the naughty room. Out! There's a ball gag.
Yeah, you see a hanging rubber suit. And, like,
with a hose coming out of the mouth.
Yeah, Gideon's parents were into some real weird shit.
Yep.
Now, go ahead and roll a perception check for the closet.
It's all on you.
Okay.
Yeah, Caden, the first thing you see is
a 2.
16.
Yeah, you notice that there's just like some old dusty clothing that looks like it was left here, just kind of piled in a heap at the back of the closet. And Zully, you notice that something's sticking out from under there.
Ooh, what's this? What is it?
So you go up and you pull the clothes off of whatever this thing is, and you find.
Yeah, I'm just like tossing them, like.
Oh yeah, and it's like dust everywhere. Like you're kind of coughing because it just hasn't been used in so long.
I'm sending him into a coughing fit as I'm excitedly like, "Ooh, what's in here?"
Try to imagine about 30 years worth of dust.
You're gonna be pulling that hat way down over your face.
But
handkerchief out, hat down. You're doing great, darling. Don't worry.
And I'm just throwing everything at him.
But what you find underneath the clothes is a longbow.
Ooh, look what I found!
Very nice.
As you inspect the stave of the bow, it says, like, kind of carved in there, +1.
Hey!
On the other side, does it say 30 years ago?
30 years ago, this was a +1 longsword.
Wait, that doesn't understand. Is it 31 years ago?
Yeah, you get the impression.
I'm proficient with a longbow.
You get the impression that Gideon's parents, like, maybe forgot this, because it looks like it had fallen down while they were pulling clothes out of here, and it just got buried when they left. So,
does it feel tingly or anything, or is it just like a really pretty bow?
It's crafted really well. So with that bow, you would get +1 to your attack rolls.
Can I keep it?
Oh, it isn't yours. We'll have to ask Gideon.
But no, they don't live here anymore.
Little ghost boy pops up and says, "Put it back." No, he doesn't.
I was gonna say, but why?
All right.
If you really want it, take it with you, but make sure you get Gideon's permission.
Thank you.
Yep.
So
guys meet back in the hallway. Where do you?
Before we do that, I look at Lily while we're heading that way, and I'm like, "Hey, do you want to do something funny?
What is funny?
Just look." And before they exit the bedroom, I want to cast fog cloud in the hallway and hide.
Shit. Okay.
Oh, this is gonna be awesome.
And I'm like,
I'm standing like a foot away from where she was when she cast fog cloud, just doing this.
Yeah, you guys are around the corner. Like you guys.
I'm like, Lily, when they come down the hall, push the little horse at them, and they will think it's a bad thing, and they will scream, and it will be funny.
But what did they break my horse?
They won't break your horse.
You don't know that. Throw your shield at
I
them.
see the fog. I draw my sword.
They might break the horse.
Yeah, there's this just thick fog. You can't see a whole lot there. Like it's heavily obscured. And
I'd start making like growling noises.
You hear these noises. Make a perception
I move
check.
away from her for my safety.
You hear the patter of little feet down the hallway, but you don't hear anything.
I got a 12.
Sounds like twins.
12. Yeah, that's not very good. And then suddenly you hear this kind of creaking noise, like and something bumps your foot, and you look down, and there's this beautifully carved little wooden horse.
It is not my horse because I did not give it to her to do that.
And for attack, I got a 23.
You're
Attacking a wooden shield for the record, not my horse.
Yeah, you swing down. You also need to do that at a disadvantage because it's heavily obscured in fog.
Are you just gonna punt it?
Okay, let's see. Now it's a 18.
So what are you doing? Are you kicking or swinging at it?
No, I'm cutting the shit out of it.
It's literally right at your feet.
I know where my feet are.
Okay, just checking.
I didn't roll a 1, thank God.
You cut your feet off. I'm not gonna heal it.
Damage?
Don't even bother. You kind of like back up a step and swipe with your sword, and you knock over this wooden horse.
Well, was that really necessary?
I have no idea what was touching me. The only thing allowed to touch me is you.
I'm just gonna kind of like put my hand. I'm just kind of like reach past him and see if I can like reach the wooden horse, so I can be like, ta-da!
You hear giggling from down the hallway. It doesn't sound like children giggling.
I'm just laughing. I'm dying laughing because like I grabbed this thing and I'm like holding it up to it. I'm like, it's so menacing.
And I'm gonna dispel it and like jump in front of the hallway and go boo.
All right, you jump out of there. Boo. Caden immediately attacks you.
Yay! That was so good.
Yep, Jenna had her power flicker, so she'll be back in a second, she says. So yeah, you guys are standing there next to another room. There's a room behind you guys as you exit the master bedroom. We may as well explore a little bit while Jenna's waiting to reconnect.
Let's go ahead and go to the one behind us.
It was very funny.
Okay, so you guys.
I was amazing.
Entered there. So that is
18.
18. You are in. It looks like a sewing room. There's like a. Yeah, nice. There's a spinning wheel, a loom, like various dress forms, like just kind of stacked around, like make mannequins that they would drape the cloth on to get measurements and all that.
I'm gonna walk up to one of the dress mannequins because I know they have no heads. I'm just gonna walk up to it. I'm gonna go, ooh.
I'm gonna laugh hysterically.
Yeah, you really don't find anything too useful. Like it hasn't, like they didn't leave much behind, but it also looks like, in stark contrast to other things, it looked like Mercy never did anything to this room. Like you saw she trashed Gideon's room, and you've seen her like affect things in other rooms while you were exploring. But this room just seems perfectly untouched.
Are there any dresses on the dress forms?
No, everything's just like gone. Like anything of value they really took with them.
I was hoping for a pretty new dress.
Yeah.
Mercy must have had Project Runway
I would
Dream.
hate for you to prick your finger.
Oh, you believe in that old wives' tale?
Mm-hmm.
You were so superstitious.
So
it's so much fun to pick on you.
Let's see. So Zara, I'll say you go into this room since you're closer there. Go ahead and roll for me there.
Let me see if I can actually do a decent one. Perception 11. God.
11. Yeah, you're in an office, or you think it once was an office, but like it's pretty much empty except for like a few pieces of paper on the floor that are just kind of scattered. But there's really nothing here.
Okay.
As you look around, you just find like old, like 30-year-old invoices for the Saints' Rest. Like that's about it. Like you just nothing.
I think the cat's back there.
Yeah, it's okay.
Jenna, did you make it back?
Yeah, my power decided to go off and then come back on. And when it came back on, the light bulb in my ceiling light blew. So.
Oh, fun!
I love that.
Yeah.
Right. Well, your character died.
Well,
It
probably murdered herself because someone's trying to kill her horse that she didn't give anyone to murder.
It was actually the horse all along.
Yeah, the horse ate you. It was crazy. It turned into a big wooden beast.
That's okay.
Yeah, but don't worry. The horse isn't destroyed. It just got knocked out.
Yeah, damn mimics.
I lost my pencil.
So you guys, I'll
I have
say
70 of them.
You guys have pretty much explored all of the upper story. Do you want to explore the rest of the downstairs?
Might as well, real quick.
Zulie's going to go back down and keep playing the piano since she wasn't allowed to finish before.
All right, you play the piano, just tinkering away. What is everybody else doing?
What's the thing, the big round thing?
The big round thing. All right.
Toilet.
Good question.
Yeah, it's pretty. You expect it.
It's a well. Fuck this shit.
Yeah, you open it up and it's like a pantry. You get the impression that the kitchen's probably pretty close by if the pantry's there.
Ooh, is there anything good in the kitchen?
Maybe.
Ooh.
Yeah, you
30-year-old.
30-year-old bread.
you see you see a big,
Good
large,
bread.
empty keg in the middle of the floor. So just like this massive barrel.
Is it wine?
It's empty.
Go look.
It's straight up empty. Full of
Can
dust.
we push it?
So
The ghost got drunk.
Can I push it over?
The ghosts were underage.
yeah, you can try to push it over. Go ahead and give me
You never drank when
an
you were
athletics check to push it over.
Yes, you did.
It's a joke.
Oh, that's a big +0.
Yeah, you try to
A
push it
natural
over.
20.
Somebody spotted you eating.
Yeah, you go to push this thing over, and suddenly you feel really, really cold. And when you look up, you see the ghost of Levi. He's got his hand on the other side of it, and he just shakes his head. Like for some reason, he really likes this room, and he doesn't want you to destroy this barrel.
Okay, sorry, kid.
He just
Wasted
kind
my
of,
nat 20 on that too, you little jerk.
yeah, get them all out of the way now. So
Do
you
any of
guys-
the kids join me in the music room?
Yes, Prudence is listening intently. Like she really liked the music room, and she's kind of beside you on the bench. So you're really cold as you play this. But go ahead and roll in the kitchen for me.
You're in the kitchen?
15.
15.
I
Yeah,
got a 9.
you're blown away by weird things that they used to, like 30 years ago, it was really modern kitchen, and you're used to campfires and stuff like that. But yeah,
What
you
is this? She just holds up a spatula.
see like a table and a big oven in the south wall and cupboards, around the room, and there's like a boarded up back door in this room, but you really don't find anything of value here.
Go find my board.
Look, that thing you're holding up is a Dumawachi.
Dumawachi. Okay, I put the Dumawachi in my bag.
Hello, Scuttle.
So scanning everything, you guys go into the parlor and make a perception check.
Okay, perception check. 9.
9.
It's a room.
Yeah, it's there's some plush couches. Everything's covered in linen sheets still. There's a coffee table just collecting dust.
14.
And you see there's another table on the east wall that's kind of covered with something. I think you guys already got the decanter set, right?
Oh, you need to put that on.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think you
Yeah.
already. All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. There's not a whole lot left. It's more fun if you would have explored this before you killed Mercy.
Did I take the decanter set? I don't remember if I'm the one that actually took it. I just
Okay.
remember drinking out of it. Okay.
Yeah, I
You
think so.
did.
So-
You started drinking out of it, and you're like, "Ooh, it's empty. It's so shiny. That's going in my bag."
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
you
think I
guys-
took the whole set though. I just took the decanter.
You did. Yeah, just a decanter.
So you guys can still hear Zuli playing, and then she starts playing like a really somber tune, like not too happy, but it really fits the mood of this place. And kind of between some of the notes, as the music kind of goes down a bit, you hear the sound of crying from out on the front porch.
Oh shit!
On the front porch?
Yep.
I'll go ahead and head that
Man
direction.
crying or lady crying?
Make a perception check.
I'm not really gonna notice since I'm playing the piano.
Yeah, you're still playing.
18.
Natural 20.
You recognize this crying. It is the sound of a grown-ass man blubbering, and you heard it recently.
Oh, God.
no!
So you open the door and go out on the porch there,
I don't know how to handle that.
and you see, still disheveled, unshaven, maybe a little drunk, Sitting on the front steps next to that tree that's growing out of the porch, Aldo Barth. And he is blubbering like a child.
I'm just gonna keep on playing.
What's the matter with you?
Put it together, man.
And he kind of turns and looks up at you and he says, I came to help, but I can't do it. I can't go in there and face her.
It's
And
okay. The mean one is gone.
We already took care of her.
You killed the ghost of Mercy. Oh my God! Thank you.
That makes her sound like a much nicer ghost than what she was.
She was about the worst child you would have ever met in your entire life. The things she did when we were children was terrible.
She was a pretty jerk ghost, so I can imagine.
She killed my fucking dog.
That was just mean.
John
That is pretty horrible.
Yeah, she straight up really did that. It says so in the adventure. But
Oh.
Freaking little Albert Fish.
Yeah.
so
Jesus, that child deserved to be murdered.
he stands and he walks up to you guys and he's carrying like a bundle. Like it's kind of wrapped up, but it looks like a long bundle. And he says, "Look, I thought I could have got the courage up to go in there and face her myself, but in the end I just couldn't. I've seen too much in the wars and I can't fight anymore. And well, since you've put her spirit to rest and rid the town of her, I want you to hand this." And he hands you guys this bundle.
I'll go ahead and open it up.
All right, go ahead and open it up, and you peel back this like nice oilcloth that's wrapped around this beautiful scabbard and sword.
I go ahead and I unsheath it. I'll do a little flourish. And what type of sword is it?
He tells you a whole lot about it as soon as I find it in my notes.
Take your time. You
What
sound
about
very
it?
upset.
Yeah, it
And
is
the whole
a long
time I'm
sword.
just playing in the background, just
Yeah,
adding
you're still
lovely
playing like
ambiance.
this. Like, make a performance check to see that.
All I can hear in my head is like the Westworld theme.
Yeah,
So,
exactly.
you know,
Who's doing the performance check, me or Katie?
Katie, because she's playing.
Oh!
So I take it you failed.
no longer recognizable as a soundtrack.
Yeah, all of a sudden, apparently, I got my fingers got too cold from the little girl sitting next to me, and I'm just like, blub, 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 blub,
Yeah,
blub.
and she's really like Prudence is feeling better now that Mercy's gone, and she can feel like a kid again. So as you're playing this song that so far you've been playing very well, she kind of goes invisible, but everywhere that you hit a key, she hits the wrong key at the same time. So you just start hearing clonk, clonk, clonk.
She's
clonk.
also playing chopsticks in the middle
Yeah,
of
at the
the
same
guitar.
time,
Like,
and you hear giggling around you, but it's all in good fun. And Aldo's
I'm just gonna keep going. She's having fun. I'm just gonna laugh it off and keep going and wait for this one to come in and be like, "Would you please stop?"
So as you're looking at this sword, Aldo says, when I was 17 and war broke out on the frontier with a number of orc tribes, and so I joined the militia. Just I didn't want to be a farmer. There's nothing here in Holmford, so figured like any young kid, I'd go off and be a hero, an adventurer like you folk, and I could put Holmford behind me and start a new life. But
Understandable.
God, 10 years of countless battles and the horrors I witnessed, God, I just never recovered from the things that I did and the things that I've seen. And I just wanted peace. And I swore to myself after I got back here, I'd never lift a blade in anger again. So I want you to have this.
Thank you. Do you want me to put you to peace?
No. The name of the sword is...
He's actually knew so good, so he's asking this honestly and earnestly.
I know. He's just like, looks at you quizzically and then also hears this cacophony from the house. Like, what the fuck is that?
And I'm just giggling. I'm just giggling with the ghost girl.
And so he says, so I brought this back And this is the one greatest prize I ever got. I was fighting an orc chieftain near the end of the war, the Battle of the Roaring Ford, it was called. It was just one of the worst battles you ever seen, and I can't speak any more of it. But this is called Gunlogi.
Gunlogi?
And as you drew this long sword, flames licked up the blade.
Gunlogi. Spell that. Go ahead and spell that.
I put it in the
Gunnlogi.
Oh, okay. So just how it sounds. I figured there would be a bunch of like silent letters in there to fuck you up.
He says, well, I want you to have this. It'd be worth more in your hands than it is in mine.
This is a fine weapon, my friend. Thank you very much.
He says, I just want to thank you for what you're doing here in this town, and I wish you luck. If there's any way I could aid you, I'd be happy to do so. And with that, he turns and he walks off the porch. And
before he leaves the porch, all of a sudden you just hear, Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
So, Justin, I'm going to send you something here. So this is a +1 vicious flaming longsword.
Holy cow.
Oh, dude.
So you get +1 to your attack roll.
Do I want to know?
He almost spilled chips all over the room. He was trying to reach his bow so fast. Like the chip bag like flipped over. Somehow nothing spilled out and it landed bottom side down.
Nice.
Jeez.
No clue how.
Yep. So you'll get +1 to your attack rolls. You can add 1d4 fire damage. And you also get the vicious feature to this sword, which I just sent you. And for all of you unfamiliar with vicious,
Yeah, what is that?
Sid?
when you roll when you roll a 20 on your attack roll, the target takes an extra 7 damage of the weapon's type.
Holy shit.
So you get your crit damage and another 7, plus your flaming damage. Like, this thing is ridiculous.
Sweet. I do want to kind of go talk to the barkeep and see if the bow has anything nice about it. Because I'm not a wizard. I wouldn't know these things. I'm just a bard.
Yeah, the bow you stole from his family home. That's real nice of you.
It's my reward, thank you.
You're all, hey, check it out. I found this sweet bow. It belonged to your dad. You want to look at it one last time? So, you guys
like,
have...
Just say Mercy said you could have it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Before you killed her.
Yep.
Okay.
So you have a sword, you have a new bow, you killed Mercy, and you guys, you know, it's time to go back to town. You know, you're kind of at the edge of the town. Like, this is one of the first buildings you come to when coming up from the bridges. So you guys wanted to go back to the Saints' Rest, or did you want to go somewhere else? Like, what else did you guys want to do?
What time of day is it?
Well, we did want to go check out the church, but we were wanting to take care of this first.
And we wanted to go talk to the other kids, Ghost and Agnes.
Yeah, and it's getting around, I think, about noon. You guys started like really early, but you guys...
We did. So I think we should do Agnes first, shouldn't we? Because that's the next closest.
Yeah, you want to go to Agnes's house?
Yeah, I think we were going to do the mansion, Agnes, and then the church before we went back to the inn.
Then we're going to go see the woodsman.
Yes.
Well,
the woodsman, we might want to hold off till tomorrow if we're doing other stuff, depending on how long that takes.
Because he's a ways away.
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like, it's still pouring rain. It's still miserable, you know.
But was Agnes or the church the next closest one? I thought it was Agnes, but I could be very wrong.
The church is up at the top of the hill, like basically past the Saints' Rest.
Okay.
So you could probably get to Agnes's house first.
Sweet.
But
like I said, that was 2 weeks ago. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that, you know, if you guys wanted to go straight there, you could.
Figure we might as well.
Yeah, so let me find my map and find her house.
There's a gnat in here.
Where'd the wood go?
wherever you put it. You knocked everything over whenever you went reaching for your phone. Like, shit went flying everywhere.
I got excited. I got a fire sword.
I know you did. But you might want to see if maybe it fell in the trash can or...
Fuck it up. I'll just eat it all.
Had you guys asked anybody specifically where Agnes's house is? Because I don't think you would have seen it from the main road.
Oh.
I don't know if we did.
Right.
I know we were talking to the kids about it.
Well,
I
Yeah,
don't
you
even
talked
know.
to the kids. So.
Were we
Yeah.
trying to go to Agnes's house or the house where Agnes saw the dead kid? Because those are different houses.
Actually,
Well, no, she got kicked out of her house and moved into the house with the
Yeah.
dead kids.
So we
Yeah,
want
so-
where she was living whenever they killed her.
Right.
that's what I assumed you were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, you guys should probably go talk to Gideon to get direction since Aldo has disappeared. You could have just asked him, but yeah,
He did not seem like he was in a place to give us directions.
yeah, he was
No.
blubbering and crying, but suddenly, like, he feels a lot lighter in spirit, knowing that Mercy's been put to rest. So you guys
Put to hell.
sit back to hell, Gideon.
Yes.
Divine.
So
Divine smite.
you guys walk back up towards the Saints' Rest, and you notice, like, as you're coming around that big ass tree where you cut poor Agnes's body down from the noose, you see that big manor that's kind of back off to the west past that tree. As like the road kind of curves northeast towards the Saints' Rest, there's this other really big house, and you hear loud voices, like a bunch of people are gathered around the front of this house. And you
Do
can
you
just
think
see
that
them
place
from
has
there.
ghosts too?
Maybe it's a
Possibly.
party.
And you see a few people kind of moving in that direction past you. Like, you don't recognize them really, like you haven't met these people, but they kind of glance at you and they keep moving towards this house. And you hear
I'm
raised.
still gonna do it just because I'm the bard, I'm the outgoing one, and be like, excuse me.
Oh, yes.
What is everyone doing?
Oh, we's talking to the mayor. There's Sibley Timmons has got the whole town riled up, and we's gonna go see Abner about it.
Can I roll perception to check for torches and pitchforks?
We'll have to burn the witch.
Well, it's still raining pretty hard and it's daytime, so no on the torches.
Do they have pitchforks?
It's entirely possible that there are pitchforks.
Okay, so I'm asking, be like, Sibley, who's that?
Oh, Sibley, he's on one of the town elders, and real tight with old Minister Scrim, bless his soul. But he's a rich man. He owns most of the town, and pretty much anything he says goes.
Oh, so you're having a town meeting then?
Yeah, that. Who are you?
Oh, I'm sorry. But I say we ended up getting stuck here whenever the rain washed out the bridges, and we were actually helping the owner of the tavern.
Gideon.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yeah, friends of Gideon's, are you? And he kind of sours a little bit, and then he's just, well,
He was nice enough to give us a room for our help. So, any help we can get from anyone, including yourselves, we greatly appreciate it. Since we're stuck here and we are outsiders to your home.
well, you may as well join us for this meeting if you want to meet the town and figure out what we're doing. But you're strangers and all, so don't get in our way. And he's just kind of like bitter, and he marches off.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
While Zuli's doing this, I look at Lily and I start going,
Just kind of a crusty dude.
But I'm the sweet and nice and like I'm the bard. I'm the one that's supposed to talk to everybody. So I talk to everybody.
I don't even know what is happening. There are a lot of people here.
So
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the group and I'm gonna be like, apparently they're having a town meeting at the mayor's house instead of at a town hall.
This town meeting looks a lot like a mob.
And it does.
Oh, you're very right. It does.
That's not good.
Should we go back to the inn or should we see what they're mobbing about?
They're
We never
probably
had
gonna.
mobs back home.
I ain't gonna let them hang some other woman.
maybe somebody should go tell Gideon and the rest of us can go.
Well, How about I go to the mansion? Just because it seems like everybody else doesn't really want to talk to anyone here.
I'll go with her.
And
Yeah.
I'll see what the townsfolk are doing. If y'all want to go see Gideon at the tavern and kind of let him know what's going on if he isn't already up there.
Hell, I want to go too, though.
Yes, let us all go to the mob. It looks so fun.
Yes.
Are you sure, little one? I'm pretty sure you'd probably be more comfortable going to the tavern.
Is the mob going by the tavern, Brian?
No, the tavern's up the road a little bit further.
Okay.
They're kind of like coming through the other houses that you've passed and whatnot. Most of them are already ahead of you.
It's okay, daughter. We'll be just fine. And I put my arm around Lily and start leading her.
I turn into a mastiff and stick with the bard.
Just me and my dog. Don't mind us.
All right. Well, love, why don't you and Sibley?
We all go together.
All right. So you walk up to the mansion and you see just a crowd. You do see Gideon in the crowd, and he's kind of standing next to a man you haven't met yet, who's standing on the front porch of this house, big manor house. And he sees you and he nods. But there's also a man standing in front of the crowd who's dressed really, really well. He's got like very fine clothes, and he's saying, "Listen here, Mayor Abner, we need to do something right now. We've got kids missing. We know what's about to happen here. We know there's a witch in this village, and we need to seek her out. And I say that it is Bernice Charant. She lives in the woods. She's up to weird magics. I think she's the cause of all these problems. She's been here long as any of us. She never comes to town. I don't trust her." And Mayor Abner says, "Well, now, Sibley, we don't want to be hanging people willy-nilly. That's just not the way we do things, and St. Cuthbert would frown on you for hanging another innocent. Agnes was a witch, and you know it. She talked to the dead."
While this is going on, I'm just gonna kind of like scratch Lily's behind the ear and just kind of push her to the side, and I'm slowly gonna try and slink around the crowd to come up around the front porch where the tavern owner is.
Okay, you go up and you're kind of
I'm following behind you.
I'm going to hide in any shadows that are around.
Yeah.
You hide in the shadows. Okay.
Do I do a stealth or?
Because I look a lot less intimidating with a dog instead of a giant blue-gray man.
Yeah, you don't need to do a stealth. Like, nobody's paying attention to you guys.
Okay. No, that's why I'm just slowly just kind of making my way up towards he is, so I can kind of get up there and kind of get his attention and be like,
I'm staying close, but I'm not far.
Okay, but Zella, go ahead and make a perception check as you kind of like move away from the crowd a little ways and kind of hide in a shadowy spot.
6.
A 6? Jesus.
I know I'm doing horrible tonight.
So you kind of back into, like, there's a little outbuilding, like maybe a shed or something around the corner, and you're just trying to stay within earshot, but keeping an eye mainly on the mob. And as you back up into the shadowy corner, you step on a leather-clad foot.
Ouch, you big oaf. Move over.
I'm actually very small. You must be very bad at perception.
I'm just gonna push her. I'm too busy listening to what the mob is doing.
You just gonna shove her out of the shadow?
Yeah, you turn around and see this half elf dressed in beaver pelts. That Lucy loves that phrase.
Oh no.
You shouldn't have told me that. Really.
No.
Please, no.
Yeah, beaver pelt merkin, buckskins.
I have more oiled canvas on my mind now that I hear it's constantly raining.
Yeah, it's like, you've got an oilcloth kind of cloak with the hood up, and you've got your longbow unstrung to keep the string from getting ruined, and you're just standing in the shadows watching this, and this tiefling stepped on your foot.
Oh, hi. Are you a druid too?
So Seeing the rest of you kind of move up closer, Gideon kind of nudges Abner and gives a nod in your direction. And Abner says, "Oh, I've heard so much about you. Gideon has said you've been doing some investigation on our behalf, and I'm Mayor Abner. It's my pleasure. But as you know by now, this evil has preyed on us before, and those crimes went unanswered. If any of us had the strength, we would take up the sword and seek justice for those who were taken. But this is not within our power." And then you hear Sibley. He's like, "We'll take up the torch if we need to, and we'll burn every witch out of this village." And,
Yeah, and I'm gonna step onto the porch with him.
Okay.
I don't follow her onto the porch.
No. Like, y'all stay on the edge of the porch. I'm just gonna be like, put my hand out and just. I'm gonna walk up onto the porch with him and the mayor
and Abner says, "Look, we're simple people. We came to this land to lead a simple life, and those you see around you are good, godly folk. Even you, Sibley Timmons," and he's just grumble. "And we pray to be delivered from this evil. Would you help us? That way we don't have to worry about more of these mobs gathering, talking about burning. If we can put our trust in you, maybe we can stay safe."
We're happy to help, but I would like to share what we've found, if that'll put anyone's minds at rest.
And Sibley steps forward and he says, "Found? What do you mean, what have you found? Who are you people?"
Oh, hi, my name is Zuli. I say we actually got stuck here whenever all the rain washed out all the bridges.
Since he's acting aggressive, I am moving closer.
Yeah, and he gets a good measure of you, and he says, "So a group of strangers enters the town right before another child goes missing. How do we know
that douchebag?"
He kind of,
I'm still, super cheerful, super like forgiving, and I'm just like, I can understand how everybody can be really suspicious, and I wouldn't blame any of you if this happened in my own home. But
Aldo Barth kind of pushes his way through the crowd, and he says, "Look, they helped me, and I didn't even ask them, and they've been helping Gideon, and they put the ghost of mercy went down. These good godly folk." And stunned silence from the mob. And Sibley turns and says, "What is the meaning of this? What do you mean you put down the ghost of mercy?"
I'm just going to look at him and I go, "Hi again. Thank you." Well, actually, come to find out, your town unleashed something 30 years ago. And it's going to keep haunting you if we don't find out a way to put it to rest.
The dog in the background.
I know, she's just like spinning circles in the corner of the couch. I'm like trying not to stare at her.
Yep.
She's like down now, but she was just like do.
You'll see little legs sticking up in a minute.
I was trying so hard not to laugh and talk. Sorry.
So he says,
Okay.
And Gideon also vouches for you. He says, "Look, they asked no questions last night when, what was that kid's name? The other kid?
No, not Amos.
When Abigail Shasta went missing and we first found out, they rushed right out into the rain. No questions asked. They put down some kind of demonic dog, and they went and put away a ghost. Like, these are good people. We can trust them. Would you help us?" And Mayor Abner says, "Yes. Would you be willing to take on this burden and help us here?"
Well, I'd have to double check, but I'm pretty sure we're more than happy to help, especially with children involved.
Double check with who? The witch?
No, with my friend.
I turn towards the loudmouth, and besides running off in the mouth, what have you done to help? So far, I've seen nothing.
Love.
We're just trying to keep it all together here, but we don't know who's behind this. It could be any one of us. We've got kids missing. Nobody's seen anything but weird shadows and things in the fog. But I know it's that Bernice Charant. She's close to the wood. She's the only one that goes in the Hornwood, except for those trappers that live on the edge. They know her well, but I think Bernice is behind it.
So you've got no proof, and you're spouting accusations because you're scared. Let us handle this. You pick.
Perhaps this is where you could help me. If we want proof, maybe she needs to come and speak for herself. Maybe a trial of sorts.
Well,
I'm gonna turn to Zella and go, You with them?
I'm with the sickly sweet one, yes.
Just that one.
Oh, it's like 4 of us.
Can you get her?
Get her, like, you want the crowd to go away and talk to her?
We need to get to Bernice.
Oh. Well, if you want to see something fun, I can do something really funny.
Well, before you do that, Sibley.
Before you get them to all hang you as a
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Sibley.
Hold that thought.
Sibley stands real close to you, Caden. Like he's trying not to be intimidated by you, and because he feels that he has, he's a rich guy. He thinks he's got authority. And he says, "Look, if you can bring Bernice back here to the village, let her speak for herself. Put our minds at ease, as it were. I will give you 500 gold pieces to do this for me.
I don't want your damn money. I saw what you did.
I will give you 1,000 gold pieces."
I start doing that puppy chew thing on his hand.
Yes. And I'm just gonna go, love, please.
All he wants to do is bring her here, talk to her,
Please.
find out what's going on up there.
Please.
You talk. I'm not doing his dirty work. I've seen what they do to innocent people here. They hang them in trees.
Yes. I talk. You
But
stay.
if she's here to defend herself, we can find out if she's innocent or not. Maybe
All right,
she's got
sir.
nothing to do with this. We don't know.
All right.
And you see, a lot of people in the crowd are backing this guy.
I put my hand out to him and I go, on one condition.
What's that?
If she is very willing of her own to come and speak to everyone with no fear of prejudice or being hung as soon as she comes out of the woods, you have a deal for 1,000 gold pieces. I want your word on it.
He looks back at the townsfolk and they're nodding and yeah, they'll go find her. And he says, "All right, we do this right then." And he just spits in his hand and grasps your hand and shakes it hard.
Good.
I
I
look
have
at
your
Lucy,
word, which is
And I'm
binding.
like, she's pretty damn.
If you break it, I just want to let you know you will be joining the preacher.
And he is deeply offended by that. He says, "Minister Scrim was a good man and a close friend of mine. And
Yes,
it's
sir,
under-
but words
it's
are
under the
binding.
light of St. Cuthbert that we will find out if Bernice is a witch."
Yes,
So-
sir.
Is this
I'm
the
just
first
letting
time
you know.
I'm hearing? Oop. Go ahead.
I'm just letting you know words are binding.
I agree. So 1,000 gold pieces in your pockets if you bring her here. We'll do as you say. We'll give her a fair trial.
No trial.
A
She's
fair
come.
talking to.
Thank you.
Hide the torches in the pyre, boys.
Yes.
You said no torches.
They're not lit.
Is this the first time I'm hearing was for Minister Scrim?
This is the first time you've heard was past tense.
All right. Zella, you're going to hear a stream of cussing under my breath.
Okay. So, Zella, did you want to do anything?
No, God, to get all of us in a lot of trouble.
Not if the crowd seems like they're.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Think about it this way. They've been living for several days now as kids are going missing. It's constantly raining. Everything's dying around them. And a lot of them have been here before and know what's happening to an extent. And they are terrified. And there's a lot of fear and anger. And they're just ready to boil over. That's the mood that you've got in this town.
I was going to do
So
something.
mischief is probably not the best way to endear yourself.
Come on, I just got
I
us
was
1,000
do
gold
something
pieces.
if they were gonna continue to be bad and try to do anything.
Yeah, if this would have gone a different way, then by all means.
Yeah. I'll
but-
save it for the trial.
There you go. So the crowd starts to disperse, and Zella, you're hanging out with this
Oh, sweet baby.
leather-clad person who's cussing up a storm.
I'm like, hey, beaver lady, what's your name?
Nice merkin.
That's it. My spirit, it is broken.
Walk over. Those are some nice. That's a nice beaver pelt.
Leave it to Beaver.
So I've heard that her professed crew has offered to go for Bernice.
You know this, but you also know that these are outsiders. Like they're not townsfolk. They don't know the politics. They certainly don't know Bernice.
Well,
and you get the impression that maybe they're here just to help. Like they're stuck here, and you're also reeling a little bit hearing that Minister Scrim is dead.
Yeah.
I like the idea of...
And I mentioned that I thought Zuli's thing was a gullible idea. And I did not agree.
I guess I'm more interested in, does it seem like that's the next thing they're going to do?
Well, they're all there in front of the mayor's house. People are dispersing, just kind of like the last bits of conversation is like Gideon heads back off to the Saints Rest. And
I am going to grab Gideon though before he leaves.
Okay. So
but
first tell me what you guys want to do as you're watching the crowd leave.
I'm like, hey.
Stella and this new stranger.
I'm
What's
going
your
to
name?
stealth back to the town gates. I will catch them on their way out. But I don't want to be seen.
Okay, so you're gonna go back. I'll say.
Can I grab her before she leaves? Like grab
I'm going to
her
brush you
arm?
off pretty hard.
Yeah,
Grab her by the
It's real
beaver
important
pelt.
to me that-
Oh God, Bear! Oh my God!
So, yeah, you try to grab her.
So hard to keep it together.
Yeah.
God damn it, you asshole!
You try and like grab her, and she just, hands off, and she marches down the road away from you. Gideon's about to walk away, and you also grab his shoulder, and he goes, "Oh,
Mr. Gideon.
what could I do?" Yes, what?
Well, because love says I have to, and I want to make him happy. So, and I pull the longbow out, and I go, I found this whenever we took care of.
That's my dad's. No, no, he's just kind of like, oh my, I haven't seen that bow in
30 years.
Plus one is my middle name.
Yeah.
He says, yeah, that was my father Barclay's bow. He was a very good archer, and that's, I think if he left it, he must have been in a hell of a hurry to get out of there.
May I ask something?
Yeah.
Since we didn't really ask for a reward, and you were nice enough to give us one night for our reward for clearing your
You
family
can
manor.
keep the bow.
I can
Thank
have
you.
both.
He
Thank
says,
you. And I
not
give him a
even a
big
question.
hug. And I'm like, thank you.
He says, yeah, it's been in that house for 30 years. I obviously don't need it, and I think you could do some good with it in your hands. Just, you may need a new bowstring for it, but I think it'll serve you right.
And I hand it to Caden, and I'm like, can you oil it and make it all pretty again?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
As the rain's pouring down. Oil
And
this now.
Yeah.
So Gideon says, well, y'all come back for some supper and a nice fire when you're
One
done.
more question.
Yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
sure, no problem. It's only
the
raining.
poor
a little
lady
bit.
that the poor lady they hung in the tree. Where was she staying? I don't know exactly where that house is.
Oh, Agnes. Well, yeah, so she got kicked out of the house that her family owned. It was that Sibley Timmons.
Yes.
You've gotten the looks of him, and he's not as bad as he seems, but he's scared.
As long as he sticks to his word and he pays us fairly, I'm just fine with him.
When it comes to money, he's as honest as he can be, but well, to some extent anyway. But if you're heading back down south of the village, you go past the old mansion that you just left, and there's another folk in the road. You go past some farmlands, and their house will be the second on the left as you come back up to the northeast. But it's just as you're heading down, go past the mansion. It'll be on your left. There's a folk there.
Second on the left.
Yes,
Got it.
yeah.
Straight on until morning.
Gives you some direction, and he says, "Well, you know where to find me if you need anything. I got some more screaming orc on tap and just ready to.
Thank
knock
you,
back
Mr.
a few.
Gideon.
Is there
And we'll
anything?
see.
Is there
No,
anything
we'll
I need to know? What did you find in that mansion?
Oh, well, actually, and I turned to Lily, and I'm like, Lily, dear, and I scratch her on top of the head. You might be better at telling this than myself.
I roll my eyes at you like I just used a wild shape ability.
So there's this mastiff that's just looking up at him. He's like, "Where did you find a dog?"
Oh, this is Lily.
That's the. And he like gets down and he looks real close and he's like,
When he looks real close, I lick his face.
"Oh, God, ah!"
Told you.
And my breath smells like the alcohol he serves at his inn.
Screaming orc. Yep, that's that little gnome. I know it anyway.
That's her special ability.
Yeah.
But actually, we found out some very disturbing things that at dinner time, after we have one more place to stop, I would really like to talk to you while we eat this evening.
Well, we'll get the fire going and yeah, we'll talk this evening when we get there.
Thank you very much. I look forward to it.
Yep. So, you guys are going to go to Agnes's place.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and it's that whole spiel. It took some time. It's getting into like well afternoon now, but the sun's still up. As far as you know, it's still raining hard. And as
y'all see me in the shadows, like arguing with the shadows.
Yeah, this person, like you see Zella try to like reach out to this person, this stranger that you haven't seen before, and get the brush off, and this person marches off down the road.
Once we're done talking, I want to floppy mastiff run towards her.
Yeah, unfortunately, Zuli's going to look at her and think that she's just having an argument with her shadow friend, so.
All right, but you all meet up and you start heading south downtown, and Lucy has vanished.
Does my mastiff person smell a strange person that was standing near her?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Which I get advantage on as a mastiff.
Nice.
Which is good, because that first one was a 1.
Then again, I should make it just a regular roll because it is raining and scent and rain.
Oh, no.
Scent is actually amplified in rain if it's not over like sitting out in a like. That's why you smell stuff stronger in the rain. The smell particles are in the air more.
It's still just pouring rain though. Come on.
But still, cadaver dogs do better with water and rain.
Also, she was standing there like 4 seconds ago. It's not like it's been an hour of torrential downpour.
You can still see her. She's still walking down the road. You still know she's there, but you're like, I don't smell her anymore. It's crazy. She's a ghost.
I probably do smell her. That was a 14. If she's that close, I just smell her.
Yeah. You, especially being a gnome. And as close as you are to the forest yourself, you catch the smell of woods and like wood smoke from a fire and
stop with the beaver jokes. Stop.
Musty beaver pelts. And you're just like, wait, this person obviously knows the woods very well.
Can I take off after her?
Sure.
Okay, you have a mastiff chasing you now?
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, so you get a little ways down the road, like you're about to cross this little bridge that runs over a creek in the town, and you hear this roof from this big mastiff chasing you, and you turn around.
Are we at a sight and sound of town?
You're still in town, but you're well away from people. Like everybody else is kind of gone.
I'm just gonna look at Caden. I'm gonna go, I think we found something.
Let's go.
Okay.
Well,
we're just walking because we're both kind of scratching our head. We're like, okay.
Well, by then I would have came over there, and I'm gonna be like, Zuli, that was so stupid. Why did you agree to sell that woman out like that?
No, not selling her out. Asking her to come and fend for herself, to tell them exactly what's going on, and to give myself some more time.
Stand in front of a mob of fanatical religious people who have already killed one woman and defend herself?
Well, the nice thing is she will actually have him to defend her, for one. And number two, it was an easy way to get 1,000 gold out of him after we bring her in and then make her disappear, and then they can't touch her. And he has to stick to his word because words are binding here. So it's either pay me 1,000 gold or Caden kills him because Caden doesn't like him.
Or we
He's
could just
spitting
kill
his
him and
hand.
take all his gold.
He spread germs.
1,000 gold is a lot.
Yeah, but we could just kill him and take all of his money.
Oh no, that's not.
He's
bad.
obviously an evil man. I mean,
Oh, he very much is not a very nice man at all. But I would much rather tactfully take his money from him where he thinks it's his idea and make him give me all of his money instead of killing him for it. Then he's sorrowful, poor, and destitute. And he said it all to himself.
Well, you really pissed off that beaver lady.
What
Point,
beaver?
Lucy.
Beaver lady? Darling, what are you talking about?
And you guys notice that your master is chasing this person down the road.
So if I catch up to her, I want to kind of get in front of her and just start doing like I think I'm talking, but I forget that I'm in dog form. So she just hears
One of the farmers that lives further out of town happens to walk by and he goes, "She thinks she's people."
When he says that, I drop wild shape and turn back into a gnome.
"Oh, she's a witch!" And he runs away.
Sorry about that. Sometimes I forget that not everyone speaks dog. You are not from around here. You don't smell like sadness and rain.
I don't know, but that's really evocative phrasing. It's like sadness and rain. Yes, I do. It turns out
Accurate, for sure.
I was waiting for you to say asbestos.
You don't smell of asbestos. Take a deep breath for me. Let me hear your chest.
Let me whip out my stethoscope.
It does not rattle. Your does not rattle it now.
Zella, what are you wearing? What would I identify you by?
Who, me?
Sarah.
Oh, sorry, Zella. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll
Too
take a
easy.
break shortly.
I'm sorry.
What's a good identifying feature for you?
I mean, I'm a tiefling and I have like white skin and white hair and like pink eyes.
And horns.
So I'm gonna look at
And I'm very
the former dog and say, "You with the white weirdo, the albino?"
With is a very strong word. She is technically in our group, I think. I don't know.
Simple question, dog lady. Are you with her or are you not traveling with her?
We met on the outside of town, so I guess I am now, but I wasn't like 2 days ago.
At this point, I'm just gonna clearly be a little bit like, "Oh my god!" All right. Can
Are
you
the rest
round
of
up?
us slowly catching up?
Yeah, you guys
I'm
are still walking at this time while they're talking,
Okay.
but let them have
Can you
their
round
moment.
up the rest of your group?
I mean, I don't think I need to round them up. I think they're coming.
Yeah, you guys catch up after a few minutes, I'm sure.
I am clearly frustrated at how slow you are moving.
And they're like
I
walking and
clearly
talking.
don't care.
Yeah, I'm about to say we don't know. We're too busy. We're way too busy talking to this fella about a beaver lady. We're like, what in the world? How do you
It's just
Ow.
mostly a description of
Hours.
body language. You see those kids are like, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Hurry up!"
Does she have to go pee?
I'm also like really bad at casual conversation, so I just pull out that toy horse and I'm like, "Hey, look at this cool horse I found."
Got a big
Very
gash
nice
on the
kid.
side from the sword.
I'm not the kid.
Yeah, hours pass and the rest of the group finally meander away.
As we mosey on in.
Yeah, you see in the rivulets of water in the ditch beside you, they're racing little paper boats. Like that's what they've
Poo
been doing this
sticks.
whole time.
After
Yeah.
she didn't care about my cool horse, I just started drinking. And I found a note that says that my water skin is currently found of that good age whiskey that was in the decanter. So
Yep, there's that good ass whiskey in there.
Yep.
But
I'm
yeah,
just-
you
I'm
guys.
gonna walk up and I'm gonna go, Lily, little one, who are you chasing?
I'm
The
definitely
lady-
standing.
the
like,
lady that's literally standing right like in between.
Well, no, because I'm asking for an introduction. Remember, I'm the hoity-toity one. So I don't realize that y'all don't understand like proper introductions.
Buckskins blend in so well in town. It's crazy.
When you ask that, I go, her?
Yes.
I was chasing her.
I look
You
at
all
Caden
after
and I
Bernice?
go, does she need glasses?
Have you not been
Are
here
you on
long
your
enough to be
way
able
to get
ask?
Bernice?
Another little farmer dude working his field like a ways away from you goes, it's proper decorum to ask a fucking name. Then he goes back to hoeing.
Yes. I was hoping that you had already gotten her name so we could do introductions.
I have totally skipped right over it. I keep interrupting.
I
trying to figure
started
out.
this conversation as a dog. I don't know why you think I would have asked her questions that I needed to ask. I
She
technically haven't
I
asked.
can confirm it. I seen the whole
I technically haven't asked you fuckers your names.
She doesn't like when you ask her name. It makes her huffy and then she storms off.
Oh, you don't like people knowing your name then?
farmer's just leaning on his rake eating a potato watching some raw potato.
You're all trying to be polite, and I realize that she asked you guys a question, and I go, yes, we're going to find Bernice and the huntsman guy. That was on our list of things to do. Even before that, what's-his-face started talking to us.
You don't mean her no harm.
No, we just want to say hi. We're trying to figure out what the hell is going on around there and make it less crazy.
And if it makes the town people not storm her poor home, I'm more than happy to help.
They're not hanging her. I won't let them.
No, not like that
Good.
poor lady we found whenever we came in.
I ain't gonna let the idiot birdies do anything to Bernice.
The idiot who?
The worshippers of Cuthbert. That's why I asked about the deity, because I wanted to try and figure out a slang word for them. So I'm gonna call them birdies.
Oh,
Gotcha.
got it. Well, yeah, since we're not from her, we're just like, the who?
I can take you to Bernice if you are willing to help her.
Oh, very much so. I would much like to help her and then snatch some of his money all in the process. If it makes him feel stupid and it gets her solitude, I'm happy to help.
We are sure she isn't this witch that we're looking for, right?
Bernice ain't done nothing wrong.
Does she know the huntsman as well?
I mean, the people in town did say that they were fraternizing. I don't know what that means.
Yep, there's limited sin out in them woods.
Huh, shut up, guy. Eat your potato.
Can I inside check Lucy while she's stuck?
While she's stuck.
Or
Can
should
I
we take
insight
this
check
for
the farmer that's yelling?
Who's trying to teach y'all etiquette?
He's fornicating.
I literally grew up in the woods.
But you have to remember, Zuli doesn't know that. Zuli grew up with a lot of etiquette.
So
Zuli
Lucy,
also met me though. She should have known. She should know by now that I don't.
But she doesn't realize that people
make an insight check as well.
Is she back?
Oh, did she freeze?
Yeah. System went down. Do we want to take a break?
For like a minute, and you just kept on rolling.
Oh yeah. Well, she's always so quiet. I never know.
I know.
Yeah, it's about smoke break time anyway. So we can straight do that.
But yeah, Zuli thinks everybody knows etiquette. She doesn't think that anybody doesn't know anything that she doesn't know. Like she automatically assumes everybody knows
If
it.
Zuli wants to have like a tiny druid cotillion class over dinner or something, that'd be cool. But like Lily literally has no clue that she's doing anything wrong. She's just like, hi, person. Look at this cool shit I have.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. And Zuli is so nice and like everything that she doesn't realize that everybody doesn't know what she knows, like etiquette wise and like things like that.
Oh, yeah. Because you're a high elf from a very noble family. Like you're very much.
I'm not just a high elf. I'm a motherfucking princess.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, like, even if somebody else isn't quite as knowledgeable on decorum, like your own decorum dictates that you won't point it out to them.
Yeah.
For fear of being rude.
Yeah. So it's more of, who is this? And whenever they're like, yes, that person. And it's just trying to get them to do the action and not be rude about it.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally had a conversation as a dog. I don't.
So pretty much, yeah, Zuli is pretty much me at work, where I have to like put on this persona of being super nice and like everything, like very decorum, very everything, very like super, upper tier to do all this. And
Yeah, if you want to have some cotillion classes and we can have that awkward moment of you having practice conversations with Lily.
with Lily and Zula all at the same time. Zella and both trying to.
I do think the next time we start a campaign with new characters, we all need to be like, hey, this is what my character's name is. Let's not have names that all sound the same.
Yeah, Zella. Because
Yes.
there's constantly where it's like Zella, and I'm like, what? Sorry, I was writing something down.
I would have.
In my defense, I didn't know your name, and I looked up like, this whole meaning for shadow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like if Sarah didn't have so much invested in hers, I would have been like, change it.
Yeah.
But it, I also like Zuli for your character.
Well, we have Zella, Zuli, Lily.
Oh, look at the new baby.
You can call the short one the potato.
Oh,
That
little
stupid
cutie.
fucking farmer. Just
the barber's trying to give etiquette lessons because Zuli's too nice.
forks on the left, knives on the right.
It's customary.
What's a fork?
You always start from the outside and work in. He's just shouting from his field.
Isn't that how everybody eats? You can't eat the inside of something first.
No, I'm talking about forks.
What's forks?
The thingamajiggers.
I'm looking.
What's a thingamajigger?
Oh, it's kind of like the who's a what's it that Caden gave you.
Yeah,
You mean the... Oh, I wrote down what he called it.
Yeah, he finishes his potato after a while, and he's just like, damn, heathens don't even know proper table etiquette. Just going back to work grumbling.
Yeah,
You know
and
what,
whenever
Chief?
he does, I just wave at him and I go, sorry.
You're very polite.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And he just starts plowing.
So what did he call it?
Meanwhile, he's just like covered in mud, just hoeing away.
Dumawachi.
A what?
Dumawachi.
Dumawachi. Yeah. It's part of that set. We'll go over all of it later. It'll be great.
Dingle hopper.
Yes. There will be quite a few dingle hoppers and some what are the things? The liftadoodles.
Just an FYI, everything you teach me wrong is getting written down.
Yeah.
This is gonna be amazing. I will be right
It's
back.
gonna be a friggin' Little Mermaid.
Grumbling from the field.
That's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm trying to think of anything that could be like a Little Mermaid reference.
You say lifted doodle. God, I don't even know the proper name for ice table setting. God, they probably don't even know wine pairings. What's the world coming to these days?
She's gonna be shape into a seagull and go around telling people about dingle hoppers.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait until me and Zuli try to have a romantic dinner. She's going to be outside squawking as a seagull.
Flies over, shits on your head.
I've got the hat on.
Yeah, you've got the hat. She doesn't.
No, I can't polymorph into anything with a fly speed, so I can't be a seagull.
Big old mastiff just drops a big mastiff deuce next to the table.
So I wrote down the chart of everything I can currently turn into. And then next to it, I have notes about this thing has like pack tactics perks. This thing can climb. This thing can burrow. This thing can do this. This thing can do this. And then the page number that all their shit's on, so I can find it sort of quick.
There you go. Yeah, that helps.
What
So
level
you're-
are we going to be for your campaign, Jenna? Starting.
I don't know yet. Because I think that everybody left off Brian's at like 9?
8 or 9, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yep.
So probably 9. All right. I'll be right back.
Okie dokie.
big ol'
So you guys need to go find Agnes's house.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna go find Bernice.
Mm-hmm. And the huntsman, if we're lucky.
Good times.
So still no loose?
Nope, not yet. She had to restart.
Oh.
So any minute now.
Sweet.
Yeah, just trying to keep the timeline straight in my head of what's going on around you guys as you do these things. So
Yeah, I'm trying so hard to stick to this character. It's so hard to always be nice. Oh my god. You would give me a character where it's like, I have to be nice.
See what happens when I make characters?
Uh-huh. And I'm a bard, so I'm the one that has to do all the talking. I'm just like, are you the one throwing the insults, please?
Yeah, I mean,
Technically, you don't have to. It's just helpful if you do.
Being the bard and everything. It is very helpful, and being a bard, like charisma and things like that, are kind of part of a bard's thing. So,
but also keep in mind.
Go ahead.
Keep in mind that, like, as an entertainer, you could take some time to just like read the crowd, see what they're, you know, because that's something that I would think you would be able to figure out, just like, you know, the feel of a room when you walk in based on like, this is how I'm going to play my music because I know what song to play to kind of like elevate the mood or lower the mood, you know.
like in the house playing the melancholy songs.
Yeah, so
my dump stats.
So don't feel that like you have to constantly talk. Like if you're not sure what you want to talk about, like just, you know, like I'll have you roll an insight check to kind of get a feel and maybe kind of figure things out. Like, yeah, like try to think like an entertainer would, especially in like a tavern setting. Like you've got to see what's going on in there. You don't want to jump into like a rowdy bar and start playing a sad song, you know.
Unless I want everybody to leave.
Yeah, that's true. Or they might just start throwing cabbage.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Watch Caden start
having a party and you start playing fucking Danny Boy.
But no, I do like that the one campaign, I'm like, okay, everybody always is evil, and I'm always like good, so I'm going to be evil this round, and then everybody's stinking good. I'm like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, and it's got to be hard as like an evil type character, knowing that like whatever your personal things are, you're seeing some really evil shit that like, you know, it's not necessarily that you have to align yourself with whatever evil entity is
right
doing, but
I
it's
think
like
she's more neutral at this point, you know?
And you gotta
she's mischief.
You've gotta keep in mind like some of the alignments. You know, like you may be like an evil character, but it's more of like your personal, like, are you in it for personal gain? Would you be willing to kill a guy just to get rich?
Right.
You know, are you know, like just being evil doesn't mean that you're out to harm everybody you meet.
Oh,
but
yeah.
It's more like, especially like a chaotic thing. It's kind of like, it doesn't mean like you're supremely evil. It just means more like you're very unpredictable to where like you're going to react a certain ways, not for the benefit of the overall good, but how will this benefit me personally? Right. You know, whereas a good character is going to be like, well, I've got to help this guy. You can just be like, nah, fuck you. You're stupid.
Right.
You know, so it's more of like an attitude thing than it is more of like, I need to sow chaos in this town.
Less good or evil, more selfish versus
yeah, exactly.
Think Pix, how everything is all about Pix and what she owns and whose soul she owns, and
no, I totally get it. I'm just saying it's funny that y'all are all goodies, and I'm like,
I know.
No, the most fun conversation I've had in a while was trying to explain the concept of Pix to someone who's been playing D&D for like.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's.
Oh God.
My computer's finally updated.
Lucy, did you get to see? Lucy, did you get to see?
Oh, I love the kitties.
So So
I'm
what
gonna go
happened?
put him back real quick, and I'll be right
Well,
back.
he just couldn't
Okay.
get past the fact that basically necromancers are the exact opposite of fey creatures, because fey creatures are all about life, and necromancers are all about death, and
Yeah.
that most necromancers, their ultimate goal is like eternal life, like not dying.
Yep.
And you're a freaking fairy. If you went back to the Feywild, you would have that.
Oh. I was like, well, it's part of the backstory. Like, that's the whole point of it. Like, it's literally a walking. She's a walking contradiction. Hence the chaotic part. Like, she is literally a walking contradiction. Like, what the fuck? Like, complete opposite of what.
But,
You're so buggy.
equally,
So
it
many
could
bugs.
be
So many bugs.
like maybe she's gone down that road to deal with some other kind of loss that she feels. Like coming from the Feywild, where everything can be immortal, she comes to this realm, and all of a sudden, people die around her.
Yep.
You know, like what can I do to make sure nobody dies, and everything can be like I am. You know.
Yeah. Pix was because she was raised by a cracked out human, and who
Yeah, like
was
I think
saved
backstory can trump a lot of other things as
Mhm.
far as what your nature is.
yeah.
But,
And I mean, what do you do whenever you're a fey, you're a fey creature, but the first magic you learned is necromancy.
yeah. So anyway, standing out here, you've got the potato farmer talking etiquette, and you've got this new person you've met in this town that you hadn't seen before.
Yep.
And
Okay.
Describe yourself.
yeah, go right ahead if you'd like to do that.
Oh, do you need glasses now?
Well, yeah, since all we see is Lucy.
Describe the
So-
beaver pelts.
Non-existent, actually.
Oh,
Curly.
oh, bear, stop. As Brian now has wine coming out of his freaking
Oh.
nose.
It's barn sauce.
Yep.
She's pretty standard. What you would think of somebody who spends a lot of time outside. Slightly taller than average, tanned, short, auburn hair, green eyes, impatient. She's definitely got somewhere she wants to be and does not have time for niceties and is not going to take them.
So, Lucy, I'd like you to do an insight check specifically towards Lily.
Did we ever get a name?
Not
No.
yet.
No,
You still haven't asked. It's very rude.
18.
18. You really feel at ease with this little gnomish person in front of you because you know this person has some spiritual connection to the forest. Like
I
you
watched her turn not into, but out of a dog.
You did, but seeing her and how she's dressed and all that, and with your natural instincts, knowing the woods as well as you do, you're like, okay, this person I can relate to in some way.
Do I feel like she's like Bernice?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Since I was
Small one seems cool.
since I was like talking to you and all that, I'm just gonna little one. You didn't ask her name, correct?
No, but she seems cool. I mean, look at her. She seems so cool.
All right. And I'm just gonna be like, well, I will start the introductions. My name is Zuli, and I'm just waiting.
This
gonna
is
breathe
where you say your name in return and you say, nice to meet you. For example, my name's Albert. It's nice to meet you.
My
I've been
name
looking
is
over and I go,
Lily. It's nice to meet you, potato guy.
nice to meet
Go
you,
fuck
Well.
yourself, Albert.
Well, that's not nice. And he huffs off.
Yep.
Back
But
home.
in that I was like, nice to meet you, Mr. Albert.
You're very kind.
If
Guys,
it
my
means
grandparents
we will get
was
moving,
Albert, and he would always wave at us from 3 yards over, and that's really weird.
Albert turns to wave and lightning strikes him. Ooh.
30 years
didn't do
ago, we had a neighbor named Albert.
30 years.
Okay.
So anyway,
All right.
I just look accusingly at Zella.
I did not do it. I promise.
Oh,
But I'm still waiting for her to give her name very politely.
if you inspect his body, you'll find a baked potato. Anyway, let's move
We're never
on.
gonna get through this damn introduction.
She is frustrated beyond belief because she really just wants to say, that's nice, and we're late. But if it will get us moving, you can call me Doza. Now let's go. We got a lot of road to cover. And
Well-
we've got to get to Bernice before they do.
Well, they're not going anywhere. And your name is Dozen?
Doza.
Oh, Doza. I'm sorry. Well, Doza, as I said, my name is Zuli. I say the little one is Lily. The tall companion behind me is my love, Caden. And then the one you have already met is our wonderful friend, Zella.
Love, we'll talk on the way. Let's walk.
So you guys
She's
start-
been slowly turning the whole time, like, yep, nice, wonderful, cool, we're moving, good.
Well,
out.
we do have one place to stop first on our way out of town.
We can go see Bernice first. It doesn't really matter.
Well, I would like to stop at the house before we go back to the tavern, though.
That's fine. The house will still be there. There's just a ghost inside. I don't think it's going to go anywhere.
I don't know without her being there. I hope not.
It's not like he's going to die.
Very true, but he might get lonely.
Then he can go back to the other house with the other ghosts.
Oh, that would be so inconvenient.
Bernice means quite a lot to us, and if we can keep her from becoming a ghost, I think I prefer that happen.
I
Oh,
think
us?
everybody thinks that people should not be ghosts and be people instead.
Very true. But us, who's us? I
I
only
really
see
see the
you.
difference personally.
We're walking while this conversation happens just for the
Yeah,
sake of
you're-
Lucy's
Okay.
character's sanity.
You're walking through fields and she's, the rain's still pouring down. You're
There's a
kind
wolf somewhere.
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a wolf
of a wolf. Yeah, my computer was doing updates for like an hour, so I couldn't load up Sirenscape. But she's explained to you that she knows Alden Wilds. She and him are kind of partners in this fur trapping business that they got going, and Alden and Bernice are pretty
So,
close. So she knows
Is
her really well.
Wild his real name, or did he change his name to Wild when he became a huntsman? Because that's just very convenient.
I think it's something like Jon Snow, kind of. It's
Is
his
he your
honorary surname.
boyfriend?
Say again, mine?
Is he your boyfriend?
No.
Is
He's
he
like a father to me.
Bernice's boyfriend?
No, I think he's more of the other ladies.
Oh, is
The
he?
way she's talking, he can be her father and boyfriend at the same time.
Oof, oof.
That
That's it. Yeah, just
That's Brian's fault,
Oof.
though.
Very
I just
troubling.
took his native accent.
would make things very
I'm
troubling.
not good at accents, so it really got.
Is he Bernice's boyfriend? I'm confused.
I believe so from the way people talk.
Doza turns to Caden and goes, "You got a purty mouth."
Bet I can make it squeal like a piggy.
There are, a
like
lot,
a piggy.
she still hasn't seen my face. I've got that wide brim hat pulled down low.
True.
Oh,
there are a lot like grumpier old men. They like to be cantankerous to one another, but they depend on one another.
so they must
Bernice
love each
is
other.
very ugly.
Mhm.
Bernice is like the little one here.
What do you mean, like me? Like just super cool turns into animals like me, or like tiny like me?
Super cool animals.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's very convenient.
But you don't turn into animals?
Not me, no.
You just try to wear them on your body?
Circle of life, lady.
Are you a huntsman as well?
Learning.
I look at Lily and I'm like, she knows that's not how you turn to a beaver, right?
You do realize I'm also wearing leather, right? And like most people around here are wearing animals, so like really get off your high horse.
Yeah, I'm the only one that's not. I think the two of us are the only ones that's not like us two.
I'm not. I'm just wearing robes. Well, clothes,
Yeah.
I guess.
And if
But
those
that's what I'm saying, like, I don't-
clothes are made out of cloth, they came from the earth too, just like animals.
Oh,
I don't have a problem with it. I'm just wondering if she understands that's not how it works.
I mean, I did not smell any beaver smell. I don't think those are made of beaver.
Caden told me they were.
I ain't raising no cotton plants out here in the forest, lady. You use what you got.
So as you're cutting across this field, you're well on the outskirts of town. You're heading north. You've decided to follow this stranger towards the woods, but you're kind of bordering up against the that river on the east that you first crossed when the bridge washed out. And you can see the hornwood up in the distance through the rain. But as you're crossing this field, you hear an angry voice not too far from you. And when you look over, you can see a man. And it looks like he's holding a child. And he's screaming at her.
I squint. That's not the potato guy, right?
No, it's not the potato guy. And he says, "Where is she? Where's Joris, you unholy creature? Speak or I will hang you with the other witch."
So
the two of us take out running.
And you haven't seen this guy. So you guys go up to them and you find a guy. He's got long hair kind of across. It looks like crazy. He's drenched, and he's just like, he looks like he's in just barely holding it together emotionally. And he's got this young girl in his grasp. He's holding her by the shoulders, kind of shaking her. And
let her go now.
And you said we don't recognize him, right? He's
You
not
don't
like the dad or anything.
You haven't seen this guy.
Okay.
And,
Yeah, he's going for the man. I'm going for the child, just to like.
Yeah, I'm physically. I said let her go, and I'm going to go for a grapple to get her away.
Okay. Before you guys get to them, Zuli and Zella make perception checks, and Caden make an intimidation check.
16.
What was it again?
Perception.
22.
Okay.
Do you want me to use my strength modifier for the intimidation because I'm coming at him?
No, because you're not physically touching him yet. It's just your presence.
We're both just bum rushing is what we're doing.
But I will
15.
say, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll give that. So, first off, Zella, you see this girl looks terrified, and this guy looks at you like he's just freaking the fuck out. And with a 22, as you guys spoke up in her defense and she looks at you, Zuli, you notice that look of terror kind of breaks momentarily, and she has a little smirk as she looks at you, and then it's gone in an instant. You almost miss it. You're not quite sure if you saw it, but it's like she looked at you and smirked and then turned back to him and looked freaked out, and she's screaming for help. And then Caden manages to get between you guys, pushes the guy off of her, and he's confronting this man.
And I'm going to grab her and just kind of like.
Okay, so you hold on to her. And you guys are confronting this man, and he says, "Look, I'm looking for Charis. I don't know where my daughter is, and I know she's got something to do with it." And this girl is just bawling.
Why would you say that?
I'm going to take her away from him, but at the same time,
Why would you say that?
Well, you start to lead her off a few feet. And she's sobbing in your arms, whatever. And as you get a little distance from the party, her sobs start to sound a little bit different than they did a minute ago.
Oh, no.
And
It's New Mercy.
well, that's a natural one. But she tried to claw you.
yeah.
And you notice that her face has contorted and she is cackling.
Yeah,
and
and
you
I'm
see
God
this
damn hag.
horrible visage as she missed you with her attack, but she pulls away from you and starts laughing at you. And she says, "Oh, look at you. Oh, heroes trying to stop the blight. You'll get nowhere. The children are mine."
And I'm just going to pull my short sword on her. That's all I can do.
As you do that,
Do we get a reaction, or is she just going to poof?
nope. You guys are kind of away from her confronting the other guy, and she slugs a potion out of nowhere. Just real quick, poof, and it's gone.
I'm just gonna scream, damn it!
And the guy that you're confronting is like, that's why I know. God damn it. You let
Okay.
it get away.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to tell us everything about what just happened right there.
Dirt.
And he is sobbing.
30 years
I'm just
ago.
walking back and I'm just like,
Okay, skip the 30 years
This is my
ago part.
chance.
We need to know what happened right now.
He says, fuck 30 years ago. My Charis, she
Oh, thank you.
only
I'm
went
going to
missing
marry
days
this guy.
ago. It was 2 days ago when the rain. He says, I just want my little girl back. And he's just inconsolable.
I'm gonna walk
I
up.
look over before she walks up. I look over at her and I look back at the crying guy and goes, "What is your name? My name is Lily. Nice to meet you."
Well done. That's how you do it. This ain't even my field.
Like, I'm pissed off at myself and I hear this and I'm just like,
He says, well,
Do I even know the girl's gone yet?
no, you're still holding him.
you're still kind of confronting him. Like, yeah, at this point, like Zuli's kind of like exclaimed, God damn it, this thing's gotten away, and he's just breaking down. He's like, my daughter Charis, she went missing a couple days ago. I've been out here just searching for her ever since. I can't find no hide or hair of her.
Who was the
What
girl?
was that? We thought it was a child you were accosting. My apologies, sir.
I didn't catch it in time. I saw it at a brief moment and I thought if I could get it away, I could confine it, and I missed my opportunity.
He kind of like he like clutches your pant leg and yelling in the mud there, Caden, and he says, "That's what they do. The witches could be anyone. Can't trust anyone. I know I never seen that girl in my fucking life, and I knew she was one of them, and I went to catch her, and I was so close, and now my girl is doomed."
And I walk up to him and I'm pissed at myself because like I was trying to like get her away so that way she
Oh, it
couldn't
was
hurt
so
him,
close.
and I missed my fucking chance. Because I hesitated. Damn it.
Yeah, and this guy's super upset.
I just
Yeah.
awkwardly pat him on the arm. We are going to save all the kids. That's what we are here to do.
Yeah. And I'm gonna tell Caden what I saw and relay the message to him and to everyone else there.
Yeah, Lucy, make a just do an intelligence check if you can.
Yikes. 12.
Yeah, that's good enough. You know you've never seen that girl in the village at all. Like, and you're relatively familiar with the village. You don't spend a lot of time there, but you know that that's not a local girl that you had seen.
If we witnessed the turn, does it seem like anything I would have been familiar with like fairy tales, ghost stories, local legend?
With a 12, no, it doesn't
Okay.
quite get it, but she had this just like horrifying aspect to her. Like she had claws all of a sudden. She had this, like, it was just really quick, but just like gray skin and ugly as hell and hunchback and, you know, stringy hair.
I'm gonna, yeah.
So this guy, he's like, I wish you all the best. I hope St. Cuthbert looks out and you can find the children.
I kneel down in front of him and I apologize to him and ask him if he's hurt, if he needs.
Ask him what his name is. He never answered me.
Yeah, and I'm gonna ask him.
He says, my name's Micah Kellard. I have a little farm, and Charis was my daughter.
What does your daughter look like in case we come across?
She's got kind of dark hair, you know, real young. Yeah, cutest kid you ever saw. Sweet as can be.
What color are her eyes?
Green.
All right.
He's
Well,
just
Mr. Kellogg,
Keller.
Keller, I apologize. After we're done talking, sir, go home, get dry. We'll do the best we can for you, okay?
Oh, thank you, kind folk. And he pulls himself together and he starts heading off through the rain. So you guys continue. A little
Yeah.
bit shaken.
Yeah, and I've relayed what I saw right before I grabbed the child and why I did what I did, because I didn't want her to hurt the guy.
Yeah,
But
I mean it's.
I missed my chance on trying to confine her.
Yeah, I mean it was a close
The
thing.
girl that was taken our first night here, was she only the second kid kidnapped?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that was who? Abigail?
Abigail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's
Charis
been
was the first,
Charis,
Abigail was the second.
Yeah, Abigail Shaster was the second. And
Yeah.
Doza, this is all new to you. Like you haven't been in town for quite a while. Like you just know that it started getting cold. The rains haven't stopped. This weird mist comes out at night for a few hours when it stops raining. And
Well, I know we have a whole different problem going on at home.
Well, I'm pretty sure your
Got that
problem,
mess down by the lake.
your problem and their problem were probably very much linked.
and
Yeah.
Doza had mentioned that she'll help you if you help her.
Yeah. Have you seen any place? And I like nudge Lily. I'm like, pull out that drawing.
Yeah, I pull out the drawing of the
The
where
ritual area.
Yeah, where the ritual took place.
Oh, the cauldron.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yeah. That Amos drew for you, is that right?
Yes. She drew us a couple very nice pictures. And
Of
gave
a
them to me.
cauldron that looks like it's made of plant roots but black.
Yeah.
And that's what causes the blight.
Have you seen this in the forest anywhere?
And then all the ritualistic children.
Now, you don't recognize specifically what's in the drawing, but you know that Bernice probably has some more information on that.
And while we're talking, we're still heading to Bernice.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, you are walking towards, but you haven't quite asked what this stranger wants you guys to do for her.
I think it's
Lily
clear
doesn't
that at this point,
Yeah, and that it's all kind of related. Whatever's
Well-
going on in the woods is also going on in town, and it's just.
But I
crazy.
mean, you guys just walked out of town with this strange person you just met.
Well, right now she told us she's going to lead us to Bernice.
yeah, priority one was Bernice. You heard me cuss up a storm and I figured out the spiritual leader
Lily
was no
having to
longer.
get out of town and go into the woods.
Yeah. Apparently, you were the only one upset that the spiritual leader was dead.
Yeah, she was pretty flustered. So you guys walk along the edge of this river, and then up ahead of you, you see it open up onto this big ass lake, kind of the north and the east. And nestled up, kind of back in the woods, well away from the lake shore, is a building.
Stay away from the lake.
Little smoke coming out of the chimney there.
What's
Stay
the matter
away
with-
from the lake?
What's the
Is
matter?
there
Stay away
gators?
from the lake.
What's
There's
wrong with
gators
it?
down there.
We had a whole mess of shambling dead come up out of that lake. You stay away from it.
Damn.
Oh. Well, now we know where those things are coming from.
Yep.
Is there an island in the lake or anything like that we can see, or is it just one big lake?
Big ass lake. And you're only
Okay.
seeing part of it. It is huge. And you've got like the Hornwood bordering it on the left, and then just this river and this lake on the right.
Okay, so there's no island in the center of it or anything like that.
Okay, I'll be up front.
So
Well, besides her leading us, I'll be
yeah,
up.
she leads you up and she goes up on the porch and just opens the door. You guys go on in, and you're in this little hunting lodge. Like you can see animal skins, splayed out everywhere. Just like it looks like they've been tanned and they're ready for sale and all this shit. And
Good God, look at all the beaver pelts.
beaver
Oh.
pelts everywhere.
This is going to be the running gag for the rest of the night, apparently.
Yeah, pretty
Apparently.
much.
I would be
And you
so
guys-
happy if that died.
Yeah.
Sitting on a stool by the fire is this older gentleman dressed up much the same as Doza is, just buckskins, little coon hat, Tell. And he says, Doza, you back already, huh?
Why did I go home first? Or are we at Bernice's?
Well, you got to go home before you get to Bernice, because you know Bernice well, but you don't know where Bernice is. Maybe your pal will know. Well, close the damn door, letting the rain in.
I'm gonna just bring everybody in. Not bothering with pleasantries. Arden, we gotta get to Bernice. We got bigger problems.
Told you 1,000 times if I told you once. It's Alden. Daft little
I
elf.
can't. I don't know. It just doesn't. It's apparently too close to Alan. I don't know.
Alan.
Well,
y'all warm yourself by the fire. Come on in. So what'd you find out from Minister Scrim?
We ain't got no minister anymore. And they're coming for Bernice.
The hell you talk about, child?
Well, they're not.
This guy stands up and he's like close to 50. He's kind of a grizzled motherfucker. Like, just, you see, he's used to hard living.
I'm adding that note to the NPC notes.
There you go. He's got a big old dip in his lip.
Yep.
The hell you talking about? There ain't no Minister Scrim. He been a staple in here for, well, it was 30 years ago.
He's a was.
He strung Agnes up and then Karma got him.
Hey. Oh, man.
I'm going to walk up and introduce myself.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet y'all. You can make your introductions. He spits in the corner.
And we'll tell him, we'll tell him what we found out whenever we got into town. And
well, shit. So
everything starting 30 years ago.
Oh, God, no. We're just going to start from last night.
I heard that story plenty of times.
Me too.
Sounds like the small one's 30 years old.
Yeah.
So you's telling me that Sibley fucking Timmons, he come out here starting trouble with old Bernice? I will not stand for that.
Well, thankfully, we were able to convince him not to. But they would like her to come in and give her where she's been, what she's been doing. We will offer her protection during that time. So that way none of them come into your woods and none of them disturb the peace that both you and her have out here. And at the same time, hopefully get to why in the world it's raining and why in the world these children are disappearing and what in the world was that thing that tried to kill me. So yes.
Yeah, don't mind that noise. Just a snow frog under the floorboards. He says, so, y'all looking for Bernice? Well,
yes, sir.
I can help you find her. But
that would be greatly appreciated.
We got a little bit of problem. Did Doza, you tell them what we got going on?
Told them to stay away from the light.
Well,
so in other words, no, she really didn't, except for that.
Yeah, she ain't much for talking.
I've noticed that. Hopefully, you can be a little bit more insightful for us.
Well, tell you what, we got us some of them undead coming up here. They've been coming out of that lake. No, that happens all the time. It's crazy. No wolves everywhere. Don't you ask about my skill out back. You ain't seen it yet.
Damn it.
You ain't seen nothing.
You ain't seen nothing.
Nothing happening out there.
You ain't.
Damn you, Jenna.
Where do you think that screaming orc comes from?
Shit. Damn you, Jenna. I almost had coconut water come out my nose.
All I can think about is when we go to Eastern Kentucky to visit my relatives, and we used to go, and my great-grandparents had the whole front of their yard were the bee boxes because they raised bees to make their own honey. Yeah. And then you go in the backyard, and there's an outhouse, and if you follow the creek, the rest of the way up the hill, there was a still.
Yep, the creek, that checks out.
That's a creek. Yeah.
Do they still have it?
But
no, they're dead.
They've been dead since I was like 5.
Yeah.
No. I mean, the still.
No.
It's in the woods still. I'm sure when they died, no one
ever owns that property.
Yeah, Copperhead Road is playing the whole time you're talking to this guy.
Oh God.
He's just talking and strumming a banjo at the same time.
Yeah, just strumming, spitting
into his spittoon.
No, he's spitting in the fireplace. So
not offensive.
Oh, that's great. That fireplace smells lovely.
So you've got undead.
Yeah, we do.
And I take off my hat at this time, and start, jet black
Bluish
hair, almost white skin, and gray eyes.
Well, damn, you fucked up looking.
Now, excuse me. That was rude.
Yep, sure is. Well, so we got about 10 these undead. We didn't know what to do with them. I sent her to go look for old Minister Scrim, see if he can come on down in here, see if he can do something about this. This is abomination. We don't know what to do, but we got them rounded up. But any more come up, we about out of space.
Rounded up.
Yeah, rounded up. Didn't she tell you? You didn't tell him, did you?
No, she hasn't told us anything.
We got dead in the ground, moving around, and people thinking Bernice is a witch. And we got priorities.
Well, first things first, we need both of us here as much as possible to keep these undead from getting to town.
We lose Bernice, we lose our backup.
She'd be all right. She know them wood better than anybody.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Now he's starting to sound like Mom.
He says, so you can clear out that root cellar, make some more room in case any more come up. I'll take you to Bernice.
In my defense, I also look frustrated with him.
So you're not...
She moves around a lot.
But they ain't going nowhere.
So since they're in your root cellar, I'm guessing fire is not an option?
I mean, I got some valuables down there.
Wait a minute. So you haven't been killing them. You've been rounding them up and putting them in your cellar.
Now listen right now.
Are you a veterinarian, sir?
We was going to get Minister Scrim to come down here, take a look, see if he could do something holy about these folks. Because for all I know, these are good people of the town. I don't know who they are. Just don't seem right, just putting down people, even if they is already dead. Figure something the church would want to take care of. She argued the whole way. She said I was wrong.
What?
You was.
All right,
I'm
so
going to have to agree with her.
Yes, unfortunately, we are going to have to take her side, and the whole fact that they will keep coming.
Yeah, they've been coming up pretty regularly.
Yes. And you're going to run out of room a lot faster than you're going to run out of undead.
Tell me about it. I can't even get down there to go fetch out supplies.
So the best bet is usually to destroy them. And then that way you don't have to worry about...
I take off my hat and take off my cloak, and where's the root cellar?
Love, can we please make a plan before you go walking down there? You just want to kill things, don't you?
Yeah, he's just like, I ain't never seen a boy like you before. You must be from out of town.
Yes, and you will be very nice to him. You will no longer say anything rude to him. Do you understand?
He just kind of looks at you. This guy has just the worst manners ever, but he's a decent guy.
Yeah, well, I'm just waiting for... All I'm waiting for is just like a head nod, anything. Just like...
No, he stares at you blankly. Maybe spits in the fire a little.
Being raised by this guy, I'm like...
Yeah, this is normal to you. You're just like...
We just want to know what's up with the dude.
Okay,
he's all dramatic, like, head off, cloak off. We're just supposed to sit there?
And just spitting in the fire, just like, so...
Her daddy boyfriend over there...
I'll look at Lily, because she's the only one that seems to make sense. Is there something we're supposed to know about him?
You may as well put your coat and hat back on. You're going back outside.
He doesn't really fight well with them on.
It's raining out.
Very
doesn't really matter to him.
Particular about politeness. I don't know really what that means, other than you're supposed to say, "Hi, how is your name? My name is this," and then say, "Nice to meet you." And then there's something about dingle hoppers and eating from the outside in, and
not saying anything bad about Caden.
Things.
How does your name?
Alden is nodding along. Yep, dingle hoppers sounds about right.
And
I don't want to if Zully is just dying inside every single time.
Everyone to be nice when they talk to each other, and apparently something was said that was not nice, but I don't know what was not nice.
I lean over to Zully and Celestial. Let's get rid of these fucking undead.
I go off in Celestial. I'm like, no, he was rude, he was impolite, and he said very hurtful things about you, and he doesn't even know you.
If you guys take a break, you're gonna turn, and there's 3 sets of eyeballs just going blink, blink, blink.
Because they're
All of
speaking in
these-
Celestial to each other.
They're just looking at you like this.
Yeah.
As
So,
we sound like we're having this very, very musical argument.
so I reckon you want to go out to the root cellar now then?
I take his hat and I take his cloak from him so that way he can go walk to the root cellar and start killing things without having to worry about getting them caught.
I don't want my hat messed up.
I lean over to Doza and I go, did you hear that too, or was I having a stroke just then?
You know you're going to catch a chill out there.
They got real musical babble.
Okay.
I'm
that
not
was
worried
my-
about it, and I go ahead and unsheath the sword that lights on fire.
Now put that out. You'll put my property out. Open flame in a house. What do you think?
What?
Oh, I
All
just sit down. I find a spot in the corner and I sit down holding the cloak and the chair and the hat and I'm just staring at him.
Well, don't you go getting comfortable. We going back outside.
I would like to help in this killing undead endeavor, but I really don't have anything that hurts undead. So
Same. That's why I'm staying inside with the holding the cloak and the hat to keep.
No, okay. So, Caden, you're on your own. Solo Mish. Cool.
I'll go
I'm-
with him.
I'm going.
go with you.
It's gonna kind of suck.
All right. So.
No, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna be pouting because Caden wouldn't let me make them apologize for being rude to him.
So you guys go back out into the rain,
Do whatever you're doing too for you, or what?
What's the matter?
and he leads you out kind of close to the lakeshore where he's just got this trap door set off well away from the lake, but this trap door.
Happy little trapdoor.
He opens it up,
And a
there's-
friendly little tree.
Yep,
There's a ladder leading down.
with a sad little lake.
Do you want to go down the ladder?
They don't call it
I'm
Lake
gonna
Lament
look
for
down.
nothing.
I'm gonna look down the hole.
It's pretty dark.
I've got dark vision.
Okay, you can see it's pretty dark. You don't see anything shambling at the base of this ladder,
What is up with you?
but
Did you
the
went out with Daddy? No, no,
ladder's going to come down right
you
about
went out
there.
with Daddy. Stop it. No, you're being a shithead.
So you're
That's
kind of
not-
looking down into it, and you see the wall, dirt floor, maybe the base of some shelves. But
Is it-
you don't. Is what?
Does anybody have any problem seeing in the dark?
No, I can see in the dark.
Same.
I'm good.
Let me check. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I've got 60 feet of dark
I
vision.
have dark vision.
Well, aren't you fancy? All right. So do you go on down?
Yeah, I go ahead and go on down. I'm at the ready though, basically.
Do we
Same.
want to try to lure them?
I'm
to
gonna go in
the
right
ladder?
behind him, very unhappy about it.
Do we want to try to lure them underneath the ladder instead of just going straight down into the darkness?
I mean, the ladder's kind of up against the wall, so you could lure them to the base of the ladder, but basically,
Yeah.
like,
That's what I'm saying, though. Is do you want to try to lure them to the base of the ladder so we can like get an idea?
It's only
It would just be one person at the base of the ladder and all the rest of us standing above his head, looking down the hole.
I have the illusion cantrip,
Yeah.
so it wouldn't have to be one of us at the base of the ladder to lure them. Is what I'm saying.
That works.
And I
make
can do
a perception check while you're down there. What can you do, Zella?
thaumaturgy to make pig sounds if she can make an illusionary pig.
14.
And Arla can play the banjo.
With a yeah, he's still plucking away. It's crazy. He doesn't seem to care about the weather damage on his instruments. With the 14, you notice in the center of the room, there's like a pile of meat that's set there.
Oh,
And looking around that pile of meat, ignore the actual pond, but you do see a few things feasting on this meat. Their backs to you, they don't see you.
Well, I see how he
Okay,
got
I
him
mean,
down
if they're
here.
currently eating on some meat
Yeah.
and distracted, then we might as well just go.
Yeah, you see those circles I drew. Those are pillars that are holding up the roof. But
We could always just knock the pillars down and bring the roof down on them.
I
Yeah,
know,
why?
lady would be happy
don't
with the
think
house
so.
being destroyed.
I store shit down there. That ain't nice.
How
Well,
many
it
of
would be
them
the
are
easiest.
all
Let's
them?
go.
How many are down here?
So
She's hollering us about being rude, and she's gonna destroy our house.
Doza,
guys-
how many are down here?
6.
I don't know. What did we say? 10?
yep.
Okay.
Shit.
So you guys have the drop on these ones.
Oh, great. Aren't only 3 of them. 3 out of
Okay,
10.
we're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
I have already rolled initiative, but you have a surprise round that I'm just going to give you for free. But
Yeah.
I'll say first up is Lily.
Okay. This is gonna be a real bad plan, but I want to do it, so I'm going to.
Okay.
So I get down there and I see what's happening, and I've never seen undead before, so I sort of panic and I thunderwave them.
Oh my god.
Well,
Okay.
Okay.
So much for the pillars.
So it's each person in a 15-foot cube originating from me, so I'd like to get... Can I get close enough to where I hit all of them?
What's the range on it?
A 15-foot cube originating from me.
Yeah, but what's the range? Because you can. Oh, it's right up on you.
from
Sorry.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say you could probably move up to them as they're feasting on this thing. So let's see. 5, 10, 15.
Why'd you put me right up on him? I was still alive.
Oh, sorry, that's not you. That's her. Okay. So what do they need to pass for this?
I need them to make a Constitution save, and I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level because I feel like overkill is good.
Jesus.
There you go.
So first one, natural 1.
Okay,
Second one is a 17.
that passes.
Third one is an 11.
That one fails, so only one of those passes.
And it's going to be this one that passes.
So that is 3d8.
This little gnome runs up to the undead and just
8, 9, 10, 11,
Damn.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16 points of thunder damage, and the ones that failed get 16 points of thunder damage and are pushed 10 feet away from me, and the successful one takes half that damage but is not pushed. In addition, unsecured objects that are completely within the area of effect are automatically pushed 10 feet away.
So the meat moves.
Yeah. And the spell emits a thunderous boom audible for about 300 feet, so we're all over death right now.
10
Yep.
feet.
It's like
Sorry.
shooting off a freaking gun inside of a storage container.
Yep. Did you say they're knocked prone?
They're knocked 10 feet away, but I
Okay,
don't
push
think
back.
they're prone.
Pushed back, meat flying everywhere. One withstands it. And now they are no longer surprised because I forgot to tell you guys, we're playing surprise the way it's supposed to be. Surprise is a condition. As soon as they are aware of something happening, they are no longer surprised.
So when I notice that they notice, I use the rest of my movement to back up.
Okay, so yeah, and you're out of range to that other one, so we'll say you're back up with the group. But that's a decent surprise round. You did some damage.
To more than one of them. That was my goal.
So first up, another one comes stumbling out of the darkness, and you just barely see him across the room. Lily, it is your turn again as you got outpaced by zombie number 5.
Okay. Do I want to do that, or do I want to do that? How close is everybody just kind of behind me?
Everyone's
Yeah.
behind you around the bottom of the ladder. Each square is going to be 5 feet.
You get them, little lady.
Okay. So whenever I pushed everybody but that one, or didn't push that one back.
Yeah.
So I look at Caden and I go, "Hey, if I bring one over here, will you kill it?"
I'll do what I can.
Okay, the one that didn't get pushed back, I want to thorn whip it and bring it closer.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I need to make a melee attack against the creature.
Yes, you do.
So let's use this yellow one. Oh, that was a good plan.
This zombie is just nothing but like full heavy plate.
That
Crazy.
is 13, 14, 15.
No, he's not.
17.
Yeah, 17 fucking hits.
The creature takes 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's 4 piercing damage. And if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you. So I pull it 10 feet closer to me.
All right. So 5, 10, I'll put them right there.
Those are some mixed messages you're sending to zombies.
Oh, I
Yep.
don't want all of them close to me, just like one at a time.
Just the one. All right. Is that your turn, or are you good, or?
Yeah, I don't have a bonus action or anything.
Okay. Zombie number 2. What's his fucking movement? 20 feet. He's gonna start shambling closer. That's about all he can do.
Zombie horses are the worst.
Another zombie appears.
Oh, dear Lord, a dragon zombie. Fuck it. Run.
Dragon zombie.
Yeah,
Another-
dragon zombie to hell with that shit.
Hearing
Dragon
all
Ball
this
zombie.
noise,
If we start feeling too crowded, everybody get behind me and hold your action, and I'll thunder wave them back again.
yeah, there's just like with all this splattered meat, something's up. This guy's going to move 5, 10 closer as well. One of the ones that you hit. And then another one comes out here. Zuli, you are finally up. Seeing a
Hey.
board. Hearing the banjos playing happily above you.
All right. Because I know I'm still hanging from the ladder, aren't I?
You're on the ground, but you're all kind of tucked back by the ladder.
Okay. I'm just gonna reach out and touch Caden and cast heroism.
Chuck back by
Okay.
Stand by your man.
A willing creature you touch is imbued with bravery. Until the spell ends, the creature is immune to being frightened and gains temporary hit points equal to your spell casting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. When the spell ends, the target loses any remaining temporary hit points from this spell.
So you clutch his shoulder and go, "Don't be scared, Caden."
Yeah, and pretty much also like give him, so he gets, I have to find my spell modifier and everything that I wrote down. It's a little jumbled. Dabba, dabba, dabba. I think it was +2, right? But yeah, at the start, so yeah. Temporary hit points equal to your spellcasting ability modifier at the start of each of its turns. So at the start of each of his turns, he gets 2 temporary hit points.
Okay.
And the spell lasts for 1 minute.
Cool.
So pretty much he can bum rush in, and at each of his turns over a 1 minute period, he gains 2 more hit points.
Yeah, gets to heal a little bit. You're feeling very brave, Caden. Zella. Lurking
You
in the
can't do
shadows.
it. Rip his fucking head off.
Okay. Do I remember from
They claim
fighting
what I
the
want.
dog? Was the dog undead? I can't.
The dog was a death dog.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't know what affects undead and what doesn't, but
Yeah, the death dog was not undead.
okay. So I am going to.
I mean, you could make an intelligence check or a nature check, maybe, or a religion would probably be more fitting. Actually, if you want to make a religion check to
Religion.
figure out what you know.
A 16.
This dog is no more.
Okay, with the 16, and what exactly do you want to know about it?
I just want to know, like, are they immune to ice or poison? Because that's about all I've got to throw at them.
With the 16, you know that they are like you get the feeling that like, yeah, this thing's dead. Poison's probably not going to do much.
Mhm.
So you.
But I don't know about ice.
Yeah, you don't know about ice, but you know that like poison in particular, like it usually will affect a living thing.
Yeah, that's why.
Something that's already dead, it probably doesn't have much effect.
Okay, so I am going to use my sorcery point to do a twinned cantrip.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast Frostbite on the horse and the other one beside him that isn't thorn whipped.
Okay.
Yeah, and they both need to make con saves for me.
Con saves.
Yeah.
Okay, Horsey got a 5.
Okay.
What is that guy? Goofy dude with the axe got a 12.
Okay, both of those fail. They're going to take 1d6.
Okay.
So Horsey got a 6, and other guy got a 2. And if they have anything that's considered a weapon attack, they have disadvantage before the end of its next turn, which I don't think.
Jenna's like, I'm so over this.
So.
And that's all I can do.
Okay, did you want to move anywhere before you stopped, or you just?
I want to get behind everybody.
Okay, you kind of shove Zuli up in front of you.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, let's push the bard forward. That's great.
So you thorn whip this one, Lily, and it sees you, and you look pretty tasty as a gnome. And he is going to walk up and try to slam you.
Okay.
So that is going to be. Fuck, I can't roll for shit. That's an 11 to hit.
Oh, good. That misses. I'm glad you're rolling so good.
Yeah, he misses. Back in the corner there. New to the team, Doza. What's up with you? What can you do? What are you?
Can I shoot him with my bow?
Yeah, do you want to move a little bit so you're not clumped up, or?
Yeah, which one's me?
Yeah, you're this one.
The gray one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so helpful.
Yeah, I want to make sure I'm not putting anybody of mine in danger.
Okay. So
level
I'll say
2.
that you get like here where you can kind of see around that pillar in front of you.
Ho ho! That's a 19 on the die for 26 total.
Yeah, that hits. Be that way.
Gray.
Fucking wolves in here too.
Yeah, they're circling the ladder up top. Don't worry about it.
That's 11 damage.
11 fucking damage?
Holla.
Fine.
And I think because I'm a level 2, that's all I got.
That's all you got. Well, you should be level 3, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we were okay to start there?
Yeah.
Well, boogers. Do I get a second shot at level 3?
I don't think you do.
Nope, that's it, 5th. So yeah, I am done.
You're fine with starting at level 2. I'm cool with that. You know what? I like this music, I think. All right. Anyway, so that's it. Are you going to stay there, Doza?
I will back up a little bit.
Back up.
I don't want to invite him up
this
into
way
my
or
face.
back,
Towards the wall.
Okay. So we'll put you there. Caden, you are up, buddy.
I gain 2 hit points. Dun, 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 dun.
Yep.
And I'll step directly to the horse and the other one.
Okay.
Basically in line with my little gnomish warrior.
Sure.
And as a bonus action, I will heighten my fighting spirit.
All right.
So that gives me 5 extra hit points, temporary.
Nice.
You have 7 extra at this moment?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So.
Using that new samurai ability.
Yeah.
Yep. And I have advantage on my first attack.
Okay.
Which will be the horse. Okay, it's 12 or natural 20.
Nice.
Way to go!
All right, so the horse.
And it's one-handed, so because I've got the dueling ability.
Yes, you do.
So 1d8.
Oh, and you're using the vicious sword too, right?
Yeah.
So that's 5,
I knew I shouldn't have given you that.
6 plus 4, 10, or 12 plus 4 is. Oh, I got to roll the d4 too.
Yes, for your fire damage.
Yeah, you've got your regular damage twice because of the crit,
One.
plus 7
4.
because of vicious, plus 4 flaming.
Okay, hold on. So that's 15 plus 4, 19 plus 2, 21
Plus 7.
plus 7. 28 points of damage.
All right. Yep. Oh, I do want to say like dead.
Okay.
And I
And
think somebody else hit another zombie, and that's also dead. I think it was that one.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It like
that's
disappeared
the
off
one
me.
I
And I was
hit,
like,
yeah.
yeah, that was the one Zella hit.
how much movement do I have left?
You moved like 5 feet.
Okay. I will burn an action surge and go after the other one close.
Okay.
Other one in front of Lily.
Yep.
She asked me if I'd kill it, so
God,
This
fucking
is,
vicious sword. That's fucking nuts.
which that is a 9 to hit.
Oh, just hits.
Hey!
Zombies have an 8 AC.
Hey, nice!
So of course it's one-handed again.
Yep.
Oh, plus I get yeah.
Yeah.
The plus 5. Sorry. 6 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 12 points
Plus
is
7.
No. It's only on crit.
Oh, that's right.
vicious.
Only on crit. You're right.
So 6 plus 4, 10 plus 2, 11 points of slashing damage, and
How much fire?
2 points of fire damage.
So 13 total. Yeah, just whoosh.
You just took out 3 of them in like one.
God, that's
Nice.
insane. Well, Zella took out 1.
She did.
Yeah, so
And I feel brave as fuck right now.
Yep.
So
And your next turn, you gain another 2 hit points.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, one of these gets back up though.
Oh, not cool.
Even after I massacred it with all that.
Yep. All right, so coming up this way is another one. Zombies have a fun skill. All right, so
Oh, that's not cool.
I don't remember which one I moved first, but anyway, zombie number 5 is going to move up a little bit. Lily, you're up again. You've got the shambling dead all around you. Caden came in, slashed the shit out of a few of them. Zella's doing some crazy spell shit. Like you're in the middle of some real wild happenings. Body parts flying everywhere.
Trying to figure it out.
You've got like a zombie ear stuck to your cheek.
Gross. Yeah, let's do this one. It seems fun. One of the ones I'll let you pick. It doesn't matter because the range on this is 120 feet. So pick a zombie.
Okay. We'll say it was the one that just moved. I think it was that guy.
Okay. Make a range spell attack. So that's 12 plus 4, 16.
16 hits.
Okay. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6. So
What are you doing to this thing?
Chaos Bolt.
Shit.
Nice.
So
Sounds terrible.
I have to roll a 1d4. I have to roll a d4 to see what kind of energy it does. So
Okay. Poison. Give me poison.
the 2d8 is force damage.
Splatter zombie because they're soft.
Uh-huh.
God.
And okay, so the 1d6 is also force damage. And this says if you roll the same number that, or no, sorry. That's supposed to be a D8, not a D4. There's too many. Okay, so it's still a force, so still force damage. But then the second one is acid damage.
Ooh.
So
The burning.
it's a very confusing spell. Sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. Yeah, I think that's what that is.
Oh, jeez.
So
But
what's,
it's just confusing how the two types of damage are distributed, is what I'm having issues with. It says, on a hit, the target takes 2d8 plus 1d6 damage. Choose one of the d8s. The number rolled on that dice determines the attack's damage type as shown below. So, okay. So it's just force damage then. I only roll 1, not 2.
oh, okay. So one of those D8s is not involved in damage, just type.
Correct.
Okay. So what am I looking at for damage?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of force damage.
10 points of force damage. Is there any knockback or anything like that?
It doesn't say. So I assume no.
All right. So this guy's going to move up a little bit, unless you wanted to move somewhere.
I'm just kind of make sure I'm behind some of my stronger friends.
Yeah, you shove Caden further in the room. Just really give him.
He looks really brave right now, so
You're all, here you go, boof! Just push him into the pile of meat. So these guys are going to move up a little bit.
it's not a very hard push, though. I'm very small.
Yeah, there. He's going to. Well, what's my movement? 20 feet. Yeah, that guy's going to try to slam Caden. No, he does not. Zombies are trash, guys. Zuli, you're up. You see
right.
this zombie just gently caressed Caden with its body.
Oh shit.
It's
Well,
really creepy looking. Like,
unfortunately, I have to keep concentration for 1 minute.
okay.
But I don't know what I can do as a bonus action.
You can do something that's like instantaneous and doesn't also require concentration.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as
You
it
can
doesn't
inspire.
have a C. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How
any
close is the one that got up?
The one that got up from you, that's about, I'm going to say 15 feet total.
Okay. I guess I can throw an acid splash at it.
Acid splash.
Yeah, just something to keep it
Okay.
keep it away because it's the closest one to me and Zella.
All right.
So
Ranged
do-
attack, I think that is.
yes, it is. Let me double check myself. Yeah. Yeah, it can hit more than one if they're within 5 feet of each other.
Okay.
10 plus your dex. Well, if you hit, they got an 8.
Yeah, 12.
12 hits.
All right, so 1d6.
No, D6 is for.
Thank you. I was like, where is my d6? 2 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
Yeah. 2 points of damage, and I'm just gonna grab the ladder. Hey!
All right.
I'm just gonna grab the ladder and just kind of not on the front of the ladder. You know how you can grab the side of a ladder and move yourself up a couple rungs?
Okay, so you want
You're not blocking the ladder for other people to go up, but you're just kind of hanging there.
to. Okay, so you're kind of tucked back up there. You and Zella.
Yeah. So Zella and I are both kind of up a couple rungs. That way, if somebody needs to run up it, they can still run up the center, but the two of us are holding on to the sides.
Sure.
So we're just a little bit above the floor level.
Okay. And Zella, you are up. You've seen a couple zombies drop. You've seen one just really provocatively rub its body against Caden. More crawling out of the darkness.
Okay. I am going to do a ranged spell attack on the guy beside the dragon in front of the meat.
This guy?
sir.
Okay.
I'm going to create a shard of ice and fling it at him.
All right.
15.
15 hits.
Yay! Okay, so he takes 1d10 piercing.
This is a fucking D10.
Yeah,
What
he
level
takes.
spell is it?
I'm casting at 2nd level, so he takes 3, and I need him and anybody within 5 feet of him to make a dex save.
So 3 points of damage.
3 piercing. Yeah.
Okay. And he and somebody else in
Anybody
5 feet.
within 5 feet. I don't know if the guys behind him will be close enough, but
As far as dexterity goes, him and the dragon both fail. I'll tell you that straight up. God, I'm rolling great today, guys.
so the guy behind him isn't within 5 feet.
Him and the dragon. No, that's like they're just out of the
Okay,
range.
gotcha. Okay. 16 points of damage to him and the dragon. That's cold damage.
Jesus Christ. All right, so 16 cold.
Yep.
Wow. That spell's fucked.
Yeah, that's my big boy. And now I'm out of 2nd level slots, so.
Good.
But yep.
All right. So this guy's gonna move a little closer. Doza, what you got?
I got another arrow with a name on it.
Okay, you saw that one move right up, kind of coming out of the darkness there. And then one in front of Caden.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, 18 will hit. Jeez, can't you roll lower?
For 7 damage.
7 points.
Not as good on my damage this round.
Yeah, not bad though. You hit him pretty well. Caden, you are just grinding up against the zombie.
I gained
Getting
2 more hit
friendly.
points of temp hit points.
Yep.
So you got
And
another 2 hit points, or is it?
Yeah.
yeah,
Shit.
Every round.
I'm up to 44.
Damn. It's
Yep.
crazy.
He gets it for every turn he has during a 1 minute.
Okay, I rolled an 18. I'm not going to even add the bonuses.
Yeah, that'll hit.
One-handed again.
Okay.
2, 6, 8 plus fire damage. 11 points of damage. 3 of them fire.
Good lord. All right, let's just see. I don't even remember which zombie that is, but I'll say it's him. Oh, barely hanging on. Still grinding on you, though. Did you need to move? Do anything else?
No, I'm gonna since I'm in melee range, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. So this guy's gonna move a little closer to the meat. All right, so that guy, I don't even remember which one is which, so I'm just guessing. This guy's gonna move up a little bit to there, I think. Lily, go ahead.
Okay, so how many are still like laying down dead on the ground?
There's like 3 that are still laying down.
Okay, because I have PTSD now, the one that is there one close to me that's not really close to alive ones?
Other side of the pillar.
The closest one to you is this one, who's in melee with Caden. This
I'm
one's
talking about dead ones.
dead ones. Yeah, this one's here's pretty close.
Okay, I want to go to that one and chop off its head.
Okay, you hack off its head.
Do I need to roll anything for that, or just hack off its head?
I think you can just hack off its head, but
Okay,
I'm
and
gonna
then
count that. I'm gonna count that as like a bonus action at the very least.
Okay, if that's my bonus action, then I will turn to the one that's currently in melee with Justin and shoot it with my short bow.
Okay.
That's a natural 20.
Yeah!
So that is 1d6 plus 2 and then double the dice roll.
Or roll twice. I like
Okay.
rolling twice. More dice is more fun.
Okay, well then that is 9, 10, 11 points of piercing damage, which is probably not a lot against a zombie, but I'm cool with it.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking good. And he dies and does not get back up. So, did you want to move anywhere else, or are you still good there?
I'll kind of back where I was just because there's that other zombie over there that I don't want to come after me.
Okay.
I like making it where anything that wants to attack me has to get within melee range of the scary
Okay.
flaming sword.
Yeah. So, let's see. 5, 10. This guy's going to come up and he's going to try to give Caden a slam as well because he's taking point. That's a miss. It's like a 9.
Nope.
Yeah, I didn't think so. This guy's going to move up to the corpse of his buddy. This guy's going to move up to the meat. I mean, they're just shambling towards you guys, basically.
Fun.
Zuli, you are clinging to a ladder a little bit. You can see over the heads of your friends, and you see
All right.
Caden is kind of getting like there's just more coming.
Yeah, they're trying to bum rush him.
Mm-hmm.
The one that just walked up to him, is that one within 60 feet of me?
Oh, easily.
Okay. So I'm
That's
just
like
gonna yell at
20
Caden
feet,
to
15
duck,
feet.
and I'm just gonna, since I'm holding on a ladder with one hand, concentrating on him, I'm just gonna throw acid splash again.
Okay, do your ranged attack.
10.
10 hits.
Hey. 3 points of damage.
3 points of damage. That's a
1 minute. How many minutes?
6 seconds around.
okay. So that one falls. And this acid just burning it alive, and then it just slowly gets back up, like teetering as its skin is dissolving, but it is
Just stay dead.
still alive.
They're really bordering like making me not be polite.
Zella, you saw this zombie just
She
get back
didn't even
up.
say please when she told it to stay dead.
Yeah, face
She
is
must
just
be
like
really mad.
melting away. One of its arms is gone, but it got back up. There's not much left to him. There's more behind him. Like if you had an AoE, it would be pretty convenient.
Yeah. I'm going to move by Doza.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
You
And
got
I
a
want.
pillar right here, just so you know.
Okay. What I want to do is I want to aim for the guy that's basically standing in the meat. I don't know.
All right, you want to? I'll move you a little bit behind Lily.
Yeah, they're
So-
short. And I am going to do the ice spike again, but this time it's at first level. So let's see.
Okay.
That's a 10.
10's gonna hit.
Oh, thank you. Okay. So piercing damage is 9.
9 piercing damage.
And then I need a dex save.
Well, Meat
On
Man's
him,
done.
Yeah,
And-
anybody within 5 feet of him, I need a dex
So
save.
Meat. I'll make 4 dex saves.
Okay.
What are their fucking decks?
You're looking for a 13, so.
Fail. Oh. Is that? 1 makes it. Fail. So only 1 makes it.
Okay, so they all take 8 cold as this thing shatters.
Cold.
Everybody
Dead.
fail.
Nice.
And then who else did I have? 8 and this guy 8. So yeah, you at least took out the one that just got back up.
Yeah.
So that
We
was-
got 3 left on the board.
4.
Okay.
yeah, like they're all just kind of scattered and haphazard. You got 4 left.
4 left. I didn't see that other one.
So he's gonna move closer to Caden. Kick that body out of the way. Try to slam you. Miss. God damn it. Doza, what you got? There's one coming at you. There's about 10 feet away from you.
That's another 18 to hit. I love my
Fine.
bow.
Just hit everything I've got. Not one miss from you guys. A million misses from me.
It's the one thing I can do really well is shoot with a bow.
Hey, I rolled a 4 and still got a hit. I don't want to hear it.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because you have added on for yours.
Yeah, I have a +7. So that's a 6 damage.
6 damage. Yeah, he's staggered.
Damage.
Like he's got not a whole lot left. You're just arrow after arrow. Do you want to move anywhere? Are you good?
I'm good.
You don't want to move closer to my zombie?
Nope. No, thank you.
All right. Caden, you've got another one right up on you that just tried to caress you gently.
Getting 2 more hit points.
I'm glad you wasted bravery on this.
Well, I wasn't sure how much they were going to bum rush him compared to the rest of it.
No, I'm
that's
really
good.
glad. The next thing I throw at you will be horrible.
Great.
Okay, so that hits.
Okay.
The 15, not even adding anything. So one-handed again. 5, 7. 7 points of slashing and 8 points total. 1 point fire.
Okay. Still standing. One of these guys is going to. He's going to move up and try to slam you since you formed like a really good choke point there. That is going to be. I don't think that's going to hit.
What is it?
That's only a 14.
That's my armor class.
Oh, so he does hit you.
Yeah.
Man, I made 1 attack, guys.
Hey.
So proud.
And what are your hit points?
I've added over 10.
God. So that's going to be.
Be careful
There's a
of the
reason I
blood, buddy.
Yeah, well, take that 4 points of bludgeoning damage, you asshole.
There was a reason I picked this spell, man.
I'm still above my max.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
This
Lily.
is one of those few bard spells that I found that I was like, holy bejesus, this is a good one.
Yeah, no shit. Lily, like, just put everything out of its misery. Can you just swallow up
End it all.
everything?
How many things are left?
Like 3.
Are they all just kind of together in a group?
No, one's a little further back. This one's right up on Caden. This one's still moving towards Doza.
There's 4 left.
4. We got that other guy too.
Oh, yeah, he's just kind of doing the mambo. So,
Yeah.
Number 5.
Yep. But yeah, 4 left. So 2 on Caden, 1 further back by the meat.
The one
Oh,
that's
yeah,
closest to Doza, I think, is also closest to me, right?
It's a little further away. Well, no, they're all about the same, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay.
They look kind of like they're all equal distance. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
I'll go
Yeah.
after the one that is closest to Doza.
Okay.
I'm going to use the Primal Savagery cantrip
Jesus. what does
And-
that do?
that makes my fingernails grow out really sharp.
Oh
And
no.
then I make a melee attack against one creature within 5 feet of me. On a hit, the target takes 1d10 acid damage.
All right, so you
Yeah,
run
go
up
werewolf
on
on their ass.
this little gnome just sprouts these claws that are dripping with this like acid. Let's see what she can
That
do.
is plus 4, 14.
14 will hit.
And then 1d.
He's the most pitiful guy right now.
Dude, zombies are so much fun, but they can't do anything.
8 points of acid damage.
8 points. Yeah. Let's see if I can do something with this guy.
Zombies are fun because you can have them in a big horde and like overrun.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they, the main thing is if they can like come back, that's where they're useful. But since I'm rolling like shit, my saves are not bringing very many of them back. So you killed another one. Good
Cool.
call.
Can I use my bonus action to chop off that one's head too?
Yeah, you hack off his head. He's not getting up. So this guy's going to try to slam Caden again. That is going to be a 19 to hit.
Dun, 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 dun.
So finally doing something. Yeah, take another D6 plus 1, you ass. That's 5 points of damage. Yeah, let's see how you feel about that.
You said 5 points?
Yes, 5 points.
Oh yeah.
5 measly points. This guy's going to move around here. Zuli, you are up. You saw 2 zombies just beat the ever-loving shit out of your boyfriend there.
Yeah,
just
and
really putting that damage on him. He looks so hurt. You just don't even know how
Right.
he's standing.
Yeah. So I'm gonna be so pissed, and since Zella's in front of me, I'm gonna raise up one more up on the ladder so I can see over her head.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna yell and be like, I am tired of this. Just die! And I'm gonna acid splash the one on Caden's. Looks like would be Caden's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
9.
It's
Yep, that hits. God, can I?
And 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. It's eaten through, but he's still there. Still
Oh
holding
yeah, I am
on.
just like, just fucking die.
Yep. Anything else you want to do on your turn, or?
I'm good.
Okay. Zella, you see her spitting acid everywhere, screaming. Zombie parts all over the ground.
All right. I am going to. I think I'm going to pull out my crossbow. And I'm going to try to shoot the dragon.
Shooting the dragon. All right.
Yeah.
That sounds like a euphemism.
18.
18 hits. She just does a bunch of heroin right there.
Give me a minute, guys. Only 3.
3
3 piercing.
is just enough to knock it down.
But he gets back up.
If I fuck up this roll, oh yeah, he gets back up.
Yeah.
So he is.
I get knocked down, but I get up
Get
again.
up again.
never going to put you down.
Yeah, and I'm probably doing that completely wrong. It probably should be their turn, but I think it's more fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Chumbawamba zombies are the worst.
Doza, you saw that thing get right back up. You know it's weak. Now that you're getting your, like you're starting to understand how zombies work. Apparently, like you and Old Man River probably could have just taken them all out single-handedly.
Right.
What is this room that we're in again?
It's a root cellar.
Root cellar.
It's just dirt floors, dirt ceiling with like wood paneling holding the ceiling up. There's like, kind of around the perimeter, there's racks of beaver pelts everywhere. Maybe a deer skin or two.
Old-fashioned cold storage.
I just wanted to make sure I was using the right terminology when I said, get these
Beaver pelt.
motherfucking zombies out of my motherfucking root cellar. And that is a 16 to hit.
Which one are you hitting? The one that just got back up?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, 16 hits.
For 5 damage.
5 points of damage. And Nope, fell again. So
We're
he
playing the
is.
piano.
Yeah, that's Old Man River up there. He wheeled out an upright piano and he's just jamming. Well, doing fine down there.
I am breaking that
Playing
banjo whenever we
noises.
get out of here.
Yep. Caden, you are up.
More hit
There's
points.
one kind of still on you, real close.
I gained 2 more hit points back.
Good, because you were about dead.
Yeah, you're so close.
So close.
I was so close to my max hit points.
So close to being at full health. Fucker.
9 points. 9 to hit.
9 will hit.
3 plus 4. That's 7 plus 2. That's 9. Plus 3. That's 12 points of damage.
12 damage. Still standing, but you you scorched him pretty well. You slashed into him. You're holding your own. You know, even though you're bleeding profusely and barely standing.
Yeah.
This guy's
Damn, I
gonna-
got a hangnail. Shit.
Yeah, no, you stubbed your toe on the skull of one of them, one of the heads. That is going to be a 14 to hit. Did that hit last time?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
If it
That's
meets the beach.
3 bludgeoning damage as he slams into you.
Oh, that is gonna do so much.
Yeah. -1 from that 2 you just gained, asshole. Take that.
I'm still above my max hit point, so it's okay.
It's so terrible. Why don't you burn those other temporary hit points you get? I think you get 2 more, right? The other plus
I'm
5s.
gaining 2 from bravery every time.
Yeah, but your own feat, you've got +5. I think you can do 2 more times. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, just burn those right now.
I get him back on short rests.
You're not getting one of those. Lily, you see these very pathetic zombies. Just
remember, you made these characters.
I did. God, you're gonna have to nerf them. Give me that sword back. Aldo comes in. Fuck that! I want my sword.
Oh god.
Lily, what do you want to do?
How many zombies are left?
29?
Okay, I'm gonna pick one of those.
Yeah, there's one like just a little over 4 feet from you. Like you can step up to him and get him.
Okay, then I'm just gonna hit it with my sickle in the face.
I
We
like
kind
that.
of have to jump, but it sounds fun.
Yeah, there you go. Little razzmatazz action.
Yeah.
Kick him in the nuts.
Yep. Who said gnomes can't jump?
Yep.
Sorry, math. 19 to hit.
Do you even really need to roll to hit at this point? Like, yes, it does.
Can we just hit them and just be done?
If it's above 8, definitely a hit.
It's only 4 points of damage.
Good, he's still alive.
For now.
Okay, then I'll back up a little bit.
Just backing up, huh?
He'll get an attack of opportunity.
I don't care. Brian needs to be allowed to hit something today.
I know, I need a chance. That is gonna be.
He's been hitting Caden just fine.
I know, he's almost dead. That's 12 to hit.
That misses.
Oh god.
Yeah, so you get back up against that pillar there.
I tried. I tried to give you a chance.
Thanks for the freebie. So. All right. Yeah, so now that you've hit him and down, he tried to hit you. He's actually going to move from you, so Caden, make an attack of opportunity.
Okay, and I hit now. 5 plus 6, that's 11, plus 4, that's 15 points of damage.
Jesus Christ.
All right. So, dead doesn't come back up. So yeah, this thing was stumbling towards you, Lily, and as it opened its jaws to try to lunge, like Caden's sword just goes right through the back of its head. Zuli, you see Caden turn away from the one that was currently trying to slam him to protect your little gnome friend. What are you doing?
Unfortunately, I am now out of cantrips.
Don't turn your back on that completely ineffective thing that can't hit shit.
You don't run out of cantrips.
Yeah, you've got
that's
to.
right. That one's an acid splash. Yeah, acid splash is the. I was like, crap.
You have
Yes.
no more cantrips at all. You've lost
No more.
all
No
magic
more.
ability. It's just crazy.
You've got
Yeah.
the magic yips.
Yep.
Oh. Yeah, that's all I got. So I'll do it. I'll do it one last time.
Acid splash.
Acid splash.
Okay.
Actually, it's one. I think I only have like 2 things that aren't. 4.
Oh, you missed.
I actually missed.
Yeah, you hit Caden instead, and it melts through all of his temporary hit points.
I'm just so over it. I'm done. I am done with all this. I have lost my cool.
You don't like
I
the
am
undead.
over
Huh?
it.
It's like the anti-pix. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Zella, you see this glob of acid just like completely miss this stationary creature that can't move very fast.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to hit it with the crossbow again. Since
Okay.
13 hits.
Yep.
That is 7 damage.
7 damage. Nice hit. Nice bolt just punches through his chest there. And, Doza, you've seen these things drop all around you. Little gnome about made out with one before Caden killed it. There's one left. You're kind of behind a pillar, though. So what do you want to do, Lucy? Let it live. Trap your new allies in the basement.
More undead.
You can't get my moonshine, bitch.
I know what you really after.
Next time on Moonshiners.
Get away with it.
Does it look weak?
It looks like just a little worse for wear than all the other completely shitty zombies that you guys have dispatched with very little problems.
All right, at that point, I will sling my bow and jab it with a spur.
Oh, you're gonna move up and spear it. Huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's a 10 to hit.
You got brave with the very last one. She
Okay.
said, I kill you.
For 3 damage.
3 damage. Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good.
Well, he's the trickiest one out of all the zombies because I couldn't even hit him with acid splash.
Yeah, he's wily, that one.
He is.
Hold him completely still.
Yeah.
Closer than someone. He's a tricky son of a
He
bitch.
is.
He's just got like one leg that's just like it's cut off at the ankle, so he's got that little stoop, so he just happens to duck whenever he takes a step.
Yeah, so he's like bobbing and he's not even trying.
He's so good at holding still. He's like imperceptible to the human eye.
Yeah,
Exactly,
there
because he moves so slowly.
you go.
We are all T-Rexes.
He casts Pass Without a Trace, so you don't even know he's there. Sneak attack damage. Caden, your new ally Doza has this like spear implanted through this thing's ribs. It's a great time to just get in there.
10 to hit. So
Yeah, that hits.
4, 8, 10. 14 points of damage. 4 of it's fire.
14. He's down.
Woo!
Does he get back up?
Out. Yeah, he's getting back up.
Oh.
Just barely. Lily, you could do it. You could finish this thing once and for all.
I'm going to shoot it with my crossbow.
Do you want to shoot through your friends?
I will move so I'm not shooting through them.
She'll get between Caden's legs and like shoot it.
Yeah, you've also noticed that
If I,
somehow.
like, up at the wrong minute, he could get castrated. I'll step where I'm like beside him.
Okay.
That is fucking horrible.
Yeah, you've noticed that Caden's been taking damage, but it's just like nothing's happening. Like maybe he's undead.
You see the arrow hit the zombie. There's a
And looks
ball.
awful
I just want to step around and just be like, "Don't worry, Caden, I will save you," and shoot it with my crossbow.
Oh, that's awesome.
Because every time it's been put down, it's just gotten right back up.
Yep.
1d6 plus 2. It's a 17 to hit, by the way, and it's 8 points
Doesn't
of
hit.
8 points of damage because I rolled a 6.
That is a
Alright,
really
fine.
strong zombie if he doesn't.
He's dead.
Well, 17's what I rolled. I didn't even add my modifier, so
Yeah, you killed my zombies.
Brian's like, I'm rolling for crap. Everybody else is rolling good. Today is just not
Oh,
a good
dude, it's so
time.
bad.
It's all this zombie
as
purple.
soon as that one falls, I just hold up my sickle and go, "We have to make sure they stay dead." Then I start chopping off all their heads.
Just hacking off heads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm yelling from the ladder. I'm like, you have fun with that little one.
Yep.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
You hack
go
off
ahead
their
and-
heads, gather them in a pile.
Is there anything good on them?
There's some pretty good flesh if you want to eat it real quick. Maybe you'll catch the zombie virus and be as
Ew.
ineffective as they are.
Don't. I'm just gonna be like, honey, no, love, don't rifle through their pockets, please. Just,
Now,
just
what did you roll for this? Like investigation?
Nothing good, apparently.
11.
Yeah, they are just like you could tell these bodies have been underwater for a while.
I'm just poking
Oh.
it with a burning sword.
Yeah, and it's just kind of like
all you hear is just
dissolving their
sizzling.
flesh,
Yeah.
and
They're
they're
that
little-
waterlogged.
Their skin is definitely like bloated and pale, like whatever's left.
Oh, where the
And
skin's
it's
just
just-
sloughing off because they're so
Yeah,
overhydrated.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty. They have very little on them aside from like
I want
rags.
to know who's been dumping bodies in the lake.
Well, it
Very
ain't
true,
me.
little one. That's a little disconcerting.
Yeah, so you
Are
you really don't
feeding
find
them
anything.
to a
on
giant alligator?
them. Well, no. If
A
there was a
little, like,
gator, man,
placid.
that'd be some really good belts that you can make, a nice vest, some boots.
Oh, that's
Dozen. Let's go get us a big old gator.
I was about to say, this lake isn't called Lake Placid, right?
Lake Lament.
Just checking.
Ain't
It's
nobody
got a-
been happy about this lake in years.
Yeah, it's the most depressing lake you've ever seen.
Bernice is just Betty White.
So you guys climb back up out of the root cellar, and he goes down with a big old jug of screaming orc and just douses the bodies. And he says, "Oh,
Oh,
they'll."
no, that's a waste of that. Okay.
He's all, "Youngin, I make this shit. I got plenty."
Well, if you'd share some with her, she would be greatly appreciative.
I would like that very much.
Yeah, we'll do a smoke break here, but he sets to dousing the bodies with a little bit of screaming orc, takes a swig, passes it to the little gnome.
Takes his wig.
Yeah.
Helps him make sure all the parts are in the pile.
Yeah, it kind of shoos y'all up the ladder and then lights the bodies in the root cellar. And
What
sets them
happened to not setting the cellar on fire? And now he's gonna set it on fire?
Control burn.
up. Yeah, it's a controlled burn. I was a volunteer firefighter for 30 years.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, Brian.
No, that's factual because there's no actual fire departments when you're that far out.
Yeah,
Everyone's
there
a
are-
volunteer
they're all
firefighter.
volunteer. Yes.
There's
We're hot
no,
shots.
there's only volunteers here
Yeah.
in our state capital.
Oh, fun.
Say what? In your state capital? It's all
Correct.
voluntary?
Correct.
There's not enough people to actually have a full-time.
Yeah. Plus, like burning the bodies versus burning the cellar. Like the cellar's dirt. Like,
Also,
yeah, there's some wood beams and shit, but like this is his property. Like,
and
this is-
catching dead bodies on fire versus catching bodies that can walk away while on fire, two completely different circumstances.
Yeah, for sure.
Just saying, he was like, don't catch my cellar on fire. And then he was like, oh, you got them all. Okay, let me douse them all with alcohol.
I mean, you guys drug him into a pile. Like he's
Also, depending on the quality of that moonshine, it's a really, really pretty blue burn.
True,
Nice
it is.
move,
It's going to be a
Brian.
really hot fire on that, depending on that.
yeah, it's kind of a flash fire. It'll burn itself out pretty quick. But
Yeah.
Is it
I'll-
dark out yet, Brian? Because I'm totally out of spells and I could use a long rest, even if it is in
I mean,
a.
it's getting to be about evening. Like it
Yeah.
took you maybe an hour or two just to get here. So going
Yeah,
from
and we said
noon,
we
like-
were going to be back at the tavern by dark.
So yeah, it's starting to get that way. But we'll take a smoke break.
Okay.
and then we'll figure out where to go from here. Do you want to brave
Yeah.
the Hornwood in the dark?
Yeah,
Not
I
when we
think
have
we're
no
better-
spells, no.
Also, we still need to go see Bernice. I think we're better off missing our dinner at the tavern and just apologizing tomorrow.
It's up to y'all.
I don't know.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah,
But
and I am whittled
So,
down.
I don't want to go in there right now.
I
Yeah.
have 3 spell slots left, but I don't have any more wild shapes.
Well, let's see. And you hadn't rested since you fought Mercy. I'll do a quick tally here and see
Yeah.
what I can give you
Yeah,
because I
plus
know
we
you're.
might
I'm like-
level, so.
Did I say you'd level up after a long rest though?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, if I give you a short rest, you'll still be under leveled. So good.
Yes.
A short rest won't get any spells back, so that's useless to me.
Yeah. So I mean, I'll let you guys kind of think for yourselves and amongst each other.
Short
like-
rest, I do get my beast shape back, but if you're completely out of spells,
I mean, you guys could stay the night here.
do you have enough cantrips that if we did run into something, you'd at least have something to throw? Or
I get my
mean-
fighting experience and action surge. I just don't get my radiant soul back.
I have chill touch, frostbite, and poison spray, and none of those seem to do very much. So
I mean, it depends on what you're fighting.
it depends on what we're fighting, but so
Yeah.
far the poison's been useless, and the other stuff has been minor.
Yeah.
But I am going to run to the bathroom. I'll be right back.
Yeah, same here. Smoke break, and we'll be back in a few.
Go see, buddy.
I want my wild shapes back so I can be cool aminals. I don't like not having a actual physical character sheet. It's awkward.
Are you just using Beyond or?
Mm-hmm. Yep. I made the character on Beyond because it was faster. And I just haven't printed out the actual spell sheet. Which, it's fine. It's just, I like having the physical one so I don't have to keep clicking over to the other window. on
Yeah,
Handouts.
I have my character sheet app open on my iPad, but I have to keep touching it periodically to make
To
sure it doesn't
open
go
it.
to sleep.
Yeah.
And
I wish that the actual D&D Beyond app was more functional as far as the character sheet goes.
I couldn't. Did I find an app for it?
Because the app that exists currently for D&D Beyond, it only exists for your what is it called? For your compendium. So like whatever rule books and adventure books you buy, those are in it, but your character sheets aren't,
No.
which is stupid.
Yeah.
So to put it on my phone, I'd have to pull it up in my browser.
Somebody got jealous.
I understand that, Cat.
Those old kittens.
How is the rest of the household dealing with kittens?
They are doing very well. The boys are saying these are my kittens, and I keep saying no, we're borrowing kittens. So that'll be fun. I'll have to sneak them out when it's time to take them back. But other than that, we've been doing pretty good. The boys are pretty good. We watch them real close, but they've been really good about being gentle and all that.
Good.
Aw.
But yeah, I'm just worried if I don't get a long rest that I'm going to be pretty ineffectual. I mean, I can do the crossbow and I can do those cantrips, but that's...
Considering it's almost night, and basically the only thing we've consistently been told is that the forest will kill you, I'd
Right.
rather not travel through it at night.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking.
And I know Katie's character's main concern is that she promised the
The dude.
Gideon that we'd be back there for dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And God forbid she miss a dinner date, but I'm really not that worried about it.
Yeah. I'm just thinking we need to sleep here tonight and go out in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can level if I'm assuming we'll level. And
Especially because Gideon was there when we told the asshole dude that we were going after Bernice.
Mhm.
So I think if we don't show up for dinner, but we come back tomorrow and say, sorry, we went to get Bernice and we got stuck out in the woods overnight.
He almost scratched me.
That I think that will be fine. I think he'll understand.
I think it'll be fine. Worst case scenario, he thinks we're dead for 24 hours.
I mean, honestly, he probably
When we
thinks
come
that
back.
already.
Yeah.
We went into the woods.
So, Luce, you're a ranger?
Yep.
Did you pick your subclass thing?
I just did as we were combating, which is why I've been kind of mentally off in places. And I think I'm going to do Monster Slayer.
Nice.
I was going to do a straight hunter until I realized that, oh, I've got a cellar full of undead. I think that would inspire her to want to kill monsters.
Possibly.
Yeah, put all your points in the undead. It'll be great.
Okay, story-driven character decision.
Yeah, Song of Rest isn't going to help anyone because nobody's wounded. So
Yeah, except for Caden, who's hurt badly.
yeah, he's so badly hurt, but he's tough. He'll survive.
The spell where, since we're done fighting, all my temporary hit points go away, and I'm back to full health.
We'll say you guys gain a shitload more just for talking to townspeople than you did in this combat. Good Lord.
I was just happy
Those
I got to
etiquette
get
lessons
back to
from
Florida and
Albert
use the dishes.
gave us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bunch.
Albert gave you all farmer's inspiration.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's the thing. The way everybody was rolling, there was no point in me giving inspiration to anybody. I'm like,
yeah.
nobody needs it. Hello, honey. Hello,
Hi, Legion.
Legion. You want to say hi? Say hi, Jenya.
I'm saying hi. I'm
No, honey, she's not here. Oh, I've messed up and said your name. And now Rory's looking for her. She's in here, honey.
Trapped in the TV.
Yeah, he's barking at the door. You said her name. That means she's here.
I'm not trying to be wussy on y'all, but I'm tired.
Mhm.
Yes, she's in here. She's
Rory.
right there.
What are you doing, bud?
Aw.
He's so confused. He does so well until I say your name. And then for some odd reason, then he places her voice with the name after I say it. I don't know why. He's so weird.
Yeah, I think we're
my
gonna
dogs
stop
hear
it
him
before you
barking.
stop, Justin.
Like, yeah, we can call it here, or when
Let's take a long rest and call it here.
Yeah.
Take a
Well-
long rest.
Yeah.
Well,
The
We've been-
only obligation we have back in town is you telling Gideon that we'd be back for dinner. I'm pretty sure since he heard us say we are going to find Bernice, that if we go back tomorrow and explain to him that we got trapped in the woods overnight, he'll understand.
true.
I will say this before we wrap up, if we want to call it here. You climb out of the root cellar, job well done. The rain completely stops.
Oh, is the fog rolling in?
It is not. It's still sunup, but the rain has stopped. What does that mean?
Rain
Oh, I
zombies.
Yeah.
But if you guys plan on taking a long rest, you'll be starting out for the woods the next morning.
I think that's our best option because Sarah's completely out of spell slots.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm drained of any good spells.
Yep, it's getting close to dark too, and you know
Yeah.
that like once that fog comes out, bad shit happens.
Yeah.
What is his name? Alden?
Yeah.
Alden, last time this happened 30 years ago, did you know anything about the rain stopping? Were you around?
Nah, I moved in about 10 years ago.
Ah, okay.
I guess the rain's down in Africa.
Oh, Toto, that's a real good jam.
He starts playing and on his banjo.
Yeah.
Alden, since we did you a solid, would you mind putting us up for the evening, sir?
Absolutely. I got some.
You can sleep in the cellar.
Yeah, nice warm fire down there. Get the chill out your bones. Says, nope, come on in, warm you up, feed you some stew. I think the little gal here got some rabbit the other day. Get that roasted right on up.
Cool.
So,
Lovely.
let's talk a little XP, shall we?
No.
Okay.
Doza, through all this, you have gained from 900 XP, you have gone up to 1,600.
Woohoo!
Everybody except Caden has bumped up to 3,525 XP.
Everybody but me?
No,
Caden.
but Caden.
Oh, but Caden. Okay, I'm like.
Caden has 3,575 XP.
Okay, what did the rest of us have? 3,000 and what?
525. He's been a little bit ahead since he helped bury old Agnes.
It's true.
What is level 4?
You guys are level 4.
Yee.
Except for Doza. It's late in the game.
Quick,
Yay!
go kill something.
Yeah, just go grind XP while we're resting. It'll be
Go
good.
kill bunnies in the woods. It's only 1 XP point at a time, but you can do it.
Yeah, just kill a few thousand. But yeah, you guys go back inside the hunting lodge there, and you have a nice. It's simple fare, but you have a pretty nice meal, and you tuck in for the night.
Abilities or improvement. So,
I think I get an ability score improvement too.
I think I do too.
you should be in here.
No, I get a wild shape.
Can you see what your samurai one is?
Let me just see here before you guys all crank your XP up. My goddamn notes are everywhere. Since you are taking a long rest overnight, and before Justin has to go.
Yes,
No, yeah, so you guys can get back up to full health. So, just wanted to double check. Yeah, you're good. So you just noticed that as you were bedding down, the rain had stopped. And then it picked up again as night fell. And then, of course, that fog did roll in. But you guys are indoors. You aren't going anywhere. You're well out of town. You haven't heard anything. And tomorrow you will start your journey into the Hornwood to go find Bernice Grant.
Okay,
Really?
1d.
That's what I go up.
Plus your constitution
Yeah,
modifier.
it sucks.
Is there a minimal?